I think he threw up.
I know he laughed so hard he fucking froze. Yo, what's happening, everybody? We appreciate you joining us on this.
Right, Steve. Hey.
What's up?
All right, hold on. All right, we can have our thank you. Have our show.
God,
thank you for joining us on Freestyle Wednesday. Truck the What Wednesday. Everyone,
give him a toy and he goes out of his mind.
And that's it. That's it. I got a bunch of them. All right, seriously though. Hey, thanks for everyone tuning in. We're just gonna hang out and chill today. Try to break a little bit of that monotony from all the craziness that's happened the past 24 hours. And we're just going to have fun. We're just going to have some laughs and hope everyone enjoys the show. So sit back, relax, pop a top, and as always, enjoy the wonderful Logistics Lounge. Mr. Talamo.
Yes, sir, Mr. Pedro. How you doing?
I'm all right, dude. How are you, man? Long time no see. It feels like it's been forever. It's only been like a week.
Dude, I've been crazy since I got back from the summit, man. It's been insane.
Having, dude, that's awesome, man. That's freaking great. All good stuff, I hope, though.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. Freaking A. But what? Hold on before we get to Mr. Jeff Dickinson, the Bodacious Cowboy, everybody. Jeff, how are you, my friend? How's your week going?
I am doing a lot better than this past week because I was sick. I got sick at the BCS, and I still have a raspy voice, but I'm doing a lot better. But last week sucked. Oh man, I have so many carriers that I got to reach out to. I mean, I showed those cards. I mean, I got a ton of freaking cards that I promised these people I owe them a call to see if I could do some business with it, because that's the reason why we went to the summit, to build those relationships, talk to new people, create new friendships. And I think everybody had the great opportunity of doing that. I mean, I think everybody on here did that, no ways about it. And I mean, that's what it's all about, right? That's what the BCS is all about. So it was a great show, man. It was great meeting all you guys. Well, I've met Steve before, but Hunter and Potato Head, that was great. That was a blast. That was good time. Oh, listen, John's trying to get back. Are you done laughing?
His computer froze.
He's still frozen. No, he's not. You still laughing, John?
Man, I haven't stopped laughing.
That's funny, man. Hey, that was a good time, Jeff. BCS was absolutely amazing, man. And glad to hear you're feeling better, dude. You had a pretty bad there, dude.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, it was just like I was taking so much narcotics, and it was just like, when is this shit gonna kick in? I mean, I'm still tired. I feel much better, thanks anyway. So
that's good, man. That's good. Nobody likes being sick. It fucking sucks. You know what I mean? That's why the difference between sick and suck is only one letter. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yep.
Mr. Cantera, the double broker bounty hunter. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, sir. We're not worthy.
It is my honor to be on the Logistics Lounge and be a lounge lizard with the rest of y'all.
Look, bro, you ain't
got a couple shout outs I want to go ahead and throw out there. I found out my wife's little cousin actually watches the show. He has nothing to do with trucking, but he has been watching this show and my show. So Jeremy, good to hear from you, buddy. And of course, my co-host Kate, always good to see her. Kate, get on, man. Come on.
I was about to say, yeah, Barbara Linko.
I got to send her a code. I got to send her a code.
Email to her,
You know,
like you do us
this-
every
this-
Monday.
I can't believe it. We've never aimed to be a family show, but I mean, look, Steve's children watch us, and now you know what? Honestly, now that I think about it, I guess we could like question y'all's parenting, because what kind of parent would let us
I mean,
watch
he
this?
starts watching the show now. They got dirty
Like, oh man, oh, that's good stuff, man. Hey, you know, kids could be watching far worse than the Logistics Lounge. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
What worst thing they're going to get is a couple cuss words, and they're going to learn about some stuff. You know what I mean? That's it.
Couple.
They're probably just laughing at our dumbasses half the time. Like, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Yeah. Look at that old, nice guy.
Hey, I sent that over to you, Kate. Go ahead and get in. I just hit send.
You know, everyone loves you. Everyone loves you, Jeff. Everybody, you know that, bro.
You know, it's not necessarily the fact that we love Jeff. We love the dirt that he gave birth to, and we love that mustache. That mustache is just.
Don't make me
I
cry.
can't get over that.
Don't make me cry.
I am so jealous of Mustache.
Mustache.
Dispatch. Kate.
Before we move on to Hunter, Kate, what's cracking?
Hey, nothing.
How's
What's up,
your
Dispatch
day?
Kate? What's up, Dispatch Kate?
Hey, nothing. Finishing up my day. I've been tired all day. I don't know what's going on. I don't think I had strong enough coffee. I'm freaking tired.
I was that way yesterday. I literally drank coffee until like I was drinking coffee on the fucking show. So till like 5 o'clock yesterday, I was drinking. It was not helping at all. I just kept
Oh,
drinking,
my
thinking it was going to do something, and it didn't do anything.
That's me. I just drink it out of like habit anymore. It's not even necessarily that I feel like it wakes me up, but it's like a hot beverage in the morning that I feel like tricks my brain into thinking it's waking me up or something.
I'm gonna
Pedro,
do
it's
that.
not just coffee. It's Road Dog coffee.
Dude, I'm out of Road Dog right now. I had to say I need to
You
make
gotta
it.
subscribe, man. They just send it to you every month. It's
I
fantastic.
know. You keep telling me that. I just keep forgetting to
I drank-
get on there and do it.
I don't know if you guys have ever had Death Wish coffee, but that stuff is freaking crazy. Like I used one bag of it one time. I went through a whole bag and I was like, dude, why do I feel sick all the time? There was so much caffeine in that coffee that it was like making me sick. And apparently it's a really common thing.
Yeah, I've had it. I think.
Strong
I
as shit.
mean, and hey, we're not getting paid for this or anything, but I like Road Dog. I think it's amazing. I mean, right now I'm drinking my backup though. I'm a Cafe Bustelo guy, so I will say that like it's Road Dog Cafe Bustelo. I mean, that's the real shit right there.
Cafe Bustelo
Actually, no, I
is the
lied.
truth.
I lie. From now until I cannot buy any more boxes, and yes, I will hoard this shit. The grocery store down here, HEB, they put out this coffee blend every year called Christmas in a Cup. Dude, it is.
I've had
telling
that.
you, I will trample another human being to get the last box of this
Oh
stuff
my
if I had to. I'm serious. It is that. When we went shopping this weekend, I told my wife, I said, babe, I really hope they have Christmas in a Cup. If they do, I'm gonna buy like 4 fucking boxes of it.
Where do you
And-
live, Pedro?
Texas.
Or what
And
part?
Central Texas, like between Austin and Waco,
I've never seen that stuff at HEB, but now I'm gonna go.
because it's only at Christmas time. Christmas in a cup. Anyway, but I literally bought 2 boxes, 2 pods, and I bought a bag of that shit. So I could order Road Dog right now. It'll just sit in my thing until I can't get this, and I will do just like I did last year when I know they're going to stop selling it, which is the first week of January. I'm gonna go and buy like 10 boxes, so that way I can drink it for like the next month.
You want to have Christmas in a cup at Easter time.
Dude, I will. It is an amazing coffee blend. I'm telling you, it's fucking amazing. I go for Christmas in a Cup like people go for pumpkin spice. Yeah, that's
Not
just
me.
You know, you go for that pumpkin spice too, Pedro.
Do they make it in K-cups?
I don't really. Yeah, they make it in K-cups and in grounds. I do both because I drink like a few cups of hot coffee, like 2, and then I'll make a cup of iced coffee. I just make my own and brew it in a thing. But anyway, hey, moving on. Mr. Hunter, how was your day, bro?
Man, it's been a day, another day in paradise. Just going through it, man. Freaking honestly ready for 2025. Q1 has some spicy things cooking up, and get through the holidays. And I'm glad we're through all this hoopla and finally seeing trucks on my social media feed again. So that's a plus. But other than that, man, yeah, just rocking and rolling. How about yourself?
You know what? I'm glad you asked, bro. I'm fucking glad you asked. Oh, yeah. All right. So,
Pedro's hot take.
bro. Ooh, Hunter, you know it's been cooking.
Oh, I know.
Like you and I talk, we talk every day, multiple fucking times a day. So, first off, I want to give a shout out to my fucking homie Nick Klingensmith. Like, dude, I mean, that he is the definition of a friend, man. That guy has been helping me so much, put me through his sales training program and stuff, and give me tips and helping me with my, just maneuver my sales strategy, man, and how I approach prospects, man, hyping me up. Just really has been there for me because I've been down on the dumps, man, these past few weeks and shit. So as far as my business goes. So first, just want to say that. And I say that to also say that, hey, if you guys, anyone out there is looking for someone to help you up your sales game, I mean, I strongly recommend that you reach out to Nick Klingensmith. I mean, that guy is a simply amazing human being. Everyone knows that, but to like deal with him professionally and not just as a friend is a whole nother level. And I mean, dude, I could see why that guy was successful as he was as a broker. Like that motherfucker he could sell ice to an Eskimo. You know what I mean? Playboy to a blind man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Keep going. Like that dude is absolutely amazing. So happy with that, man. Happy to get stuff rolling with him. But man, Hunter. You know what I want to talk about a little bit, Hunter? Is I want to talk about how brokers treat each other, man, and specifically towards the agency model. I'm not going to mention any names and stuff, man, but dude, I'll tell you what, the way that some of these companies go about thinking that they know how to do logistics is and run agency models, and they've never been a broker, none of that stuff. Man, dude, that.
Well, you're telling me just because you own a trucking company means that you don't automatically understand brokerage at the same time?
Yeah. Sorry, and I should have elaborated. I did not say trucking.
That's crazy.
I want to say, I want to say, know what you're good at and stick with that shit. Okay. Just because you're successful at trucking and you own hundreds and hundreds of trucks and you've been in business for decades does not mean that you are going to be good at warehousing or being a broker or being a lease thing or even having an owner operator program with underneath your carry thing. Like if you're good at something and it's been working for you, stick with that shit. Because I mean,
there's no way that they're like taking money from your brokerage and like paying for their trucks and
there is
and
something, like dude. There is something awesome with these carriers, man. Something with these carriers who up and decide that, I want to open up a brokerage so I can deal with all this overflow freight that I'm not getting from my customers that I can't service on my own trucks, and I'm going to pull people in as an agency model. We're going to do this. I'm going to take care of all this stuff, and they don't understand it because they think too much like a carrier. They just don't get how brokerage works, man. The customer service level of it, the different amount of steps that it takes, the revenues, the percentages. I mean, all of these things, it blows my absolute mind. I mean, I'm gonna use this example. If I came to you right now, Hunter, all right, you're the credit department, right? I come to you right now and I say, Hunter, I have got $1 billion customer. All right, this person right now has a portal, and on their portal there is probably 30 different loads that you can bid on and you can pick. Okay. All right. Denied. That's almost exactly what I was told, because the only stipulation with that is you have to sign their agreement. That is a blanket agreement. They make everybody sign it, whether you're a broker, a carrier, or even another vendor for them. Say you were bringing in mop bucket supplier to them or some shit. Everyone fills out the same application to do business with them. But because you don't like what is in that, you want to redline it and send it back to a company that literally eats and shits what you make a year in a quarter. You know what I mean? And he said, no, we're not going to do that business because they don't want to do what we want to do. It's like, man, come on, are you kidding me? Like, you just focused out on probably $500,000 in revenue right here, man, at least. And you don't want to do that because you want to tell a $1 billion company that is twice as old as you are what they're going to do. That's just not the way this shit shakes, man. As a carrier, you may have that power. I don't know. Maybe they do at that level, but man, when you're trying to say, hey, I want to take care of your freight, and there's people beat down this person's door, and you want to go and start making rules.
You know what some of these credit departments remind me of? You know those kids that were in ROTC in high school but never went in the military, but they still act like they were in the military?
Yes.
It's like credit departments, they like just couldn't be lawyers, so they take this opportunity to be lawyers and redline things and talk all this big biz. Like, it's fucking crazy, dude. I've dealt with the same thing before, and it's absolutely the most frustrating thing in the world.
Yeah, man. And because you don't understand customer seasonality, even as a carrier, it baffles me how you can't understand seasonality with customers, and that certain customers are going to do a mass amount of their business at a certain time of year, and they're going to do nothing the rest of the year. So that's fine. But also, why would you go in and just drop a customer's credit to half of what they do, knowing that their season is coming up? And then you say, oh, well, to up it, we need them to do a new credit app. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, these people have been doing business with us for 2 seasons, and you want me to go tell them, oh, no, we don't trust you. We don't think your credit's good enough because you only do business with us a little bit. We drop your stuff, but now we need you to do a new credit app with us and refill all that stuff out. You just think about that.
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Crazy.
That's asinine.
Yeah, exactly, Hunter.
It is absolutely nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. So I'm gonna go through, but I will say this. It's awesome because we're done with that shit now. And even though I'm not going to mention the company because that's just not how I do things, and I respect my boss and his reputation enough not to do that stuff, but like, bro, God, Jesus, I'm so glad we're gone from that place, dude.
Hey, Pedro, I got some good news for you, though.
What's that?
And this is for you too, John. TA's handing out free hamburgers on Veterans Day, November 11th. So make sure you pop over to your local TA and get you a couple hamburgers.
Dude, you know
Right.
what? I am actually, this is a subject. I'm glad you switched. Let's get on something positive. I am going to post my Veterans Day schedule for everyone on LinkedIn. I make a schedule every single Veterans Day of how I do my day, because I take Veterans Day off. My boss.
Bro, you need a video of that every place you go.
I do. I can tell you exactly. Dude, I tell you exactly what I do. I always go get breakfast. Usually I go to IHOP because they offer good little free breakfast or pancake stuff. Right after that, I go to Sport Clips and I get my free haircut over at Sport Clips, whether I fucking need it or not. I could have got a haircut the day before, dude. I don't give a shit. I am going to go and get my haircut. And then usually I go to Freddy's Steak Burgers, and I love what they do. They actually give you a gift card. You can use it any time and get that. And then I find some place to go eat lunch, find some place to go eat dinner. Dude, I do a whole thing on Veterans Day.
Dude, you need to make a whole day out of it. Just
go
to every single restaurant you can.
So after all that
But the only thing I get to do
does
is
your boss
dinner.
give you the next day off too?
No, man, no.
To recuperate from all that eating?
No, dude. But you know what? Hey, in my defense, I never ever take off, man. Like never, ever, dude. And I'm the only veteran at my company, so I got that clout.
Well, I hope you think of others, Pedro, like your septic tank cleaner. I mean, I think I would give him a heads up. I'd give him a heads up. Hey, you know what? I'm stopping here and everything. I need you here tomorrow morning at 9.
I'm on city sewer, man. Sucks to be them. No,
hey, don't use that sucks. I mean, that sounds a little bad,
Oh man, that's true, bro. That's true, dude. Oh man. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna post my schedule because a lot of people do. They talk about, such and such is giving out this on Veterans Day. Like, bro, I milk it, and I have no shame in it either. I do not at all. Like, hey, when you're in the top 1% of the country that decides you want to be in the military, you can do that too. But until then, sit down, youngin.
Yeah,
let the adults.
The last few years, though, I've not been able to take part. I don't take the day off. I should. I don't. And I at most I maybe get I'll do dinner. Maybe go to Chili's or something like that.
Dude, you should totally take Veterans Day off, bro. I mean, you should, man. I honestly, I started it after I got out of the truck, man. That's when I did it. Every company I've been at since I got out of the truck, I've taken Veterans Day off, dude. It's just, I don't know. It's important to me, man. You know, I don't know. Just is.
What day is Veterans Day on this year? It's Monday. Okay.
Monday.
Yeah.
The 11th.
Yeah, they're not going to, my drivers are not going to let me take Monday off. Ain't no freaking way.
Well, you know,
I haven't been able to take off since 2019.
tell, hey,
Why you need to have a group
ask Kate.
schedule?
You know what you do? You ask Kate, bro. Hey, you ask Kate. Kate, will you help me out on Veterans Day so I can go enjoy some of the things that I
That's
spent a portion
literally
of my
what
life
a group
defending?
is for.
Yeah. Dude, because I lean on my boss. He knows, man. Like, and I asked him the one time, and he's like, yeah, man. It's like 100%. He's like, you deserve that. That's your day. That's what it's for. And you know, and there are people who get that day off that have never served just because it's a holiday. You know what I mean? So I think at the very least, we are due that day, no matter what position or what industry you're in. We are due that day of everybody. It's literally our fucking day. You know what I mean? It's our day. We should have that day.
Well, do you want to do my show then that day so I don't have to do my show? No,
Dude.
actually, no. I love doing my show. I love doing.
You do a Veterans Day thing. We'll do a Veterans Day thing. Yeah, you should, bro. We'll probably do a Veterans Day thing that Friday. We did a veterans show last year, I think the Friday before, right, Hunter? Something like that. Yeah, we did like a whole little spiel and shit, made a video and everything. That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, we're already 20 minutes into this. You know what we haven't done, Hunter?
News.
Talk about Freight Ninja.
Wait, you're right. That's exactly what it is. We have not talked about Freight Ninja. Hey, truck parking's a big thing right now. Everybody's talking about it, and there can be some that may oppose truck parking. But hey, listen, Freight Ninja, they're doing this shit the right way. They are buying up land that's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. Nobody's doing anything with it. Nobody's doing anything with it. They're buying it up. They're putting up fences. They're paving it. They're putting up lights. They're doing 24/7 surveillance.
You got CDL schools on there, man.
Yeah,
Maintenance shops out there. Like it's pretty freaking cool.
There you go.
Now, you're talking about parking
in
in East St. Louis. Freight Ninja's got you covered.
Yeah. And they're finding these places, you know, that are near these industrial areas. And like Hunter said, they are they're just doing it different. Make sure that y'all use that code Lounge Ninja for special rates. And we say rates because, you know, if you're someone that wants to park a long time, you can use that code for that as well. It's not just for that one night parking. So Freight Ninja. You know, Hunter, you brought up that CDL school, dude. You know, that last video part right there, man, it is the one of the CDL school. Like they're in the background there, off in the corners and shit, dude. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, so again, man, they take it at a different level. I never thought about that, man. Provide a place for truck training, man, driver training.
Be sure to tune in next Friday when we have Freight Ninja on the show.
That's right. We're gonna have a serious talk about truck parking, aren't we, Hunter?
I have a question.
Roger's on there.
Yeah. What's up, Steve?
Do you think so? I got a customer of mine that's actually opening up a spot, you know, a couple more acres where his warehouse is, and he's going to open up a truck park. Do you think that? I think they would, but I wanted to get your perspective. Do you think somebody would pay extra for truck parking if there was actually a wash station on site, to where they had, you know, a canopy where you can actually pull the truck under, have it all set up where vacuums and things and everything was right on site where they could wash the truck right on site? You think somebody would pay a little extra to park at that spot?
Yeah. Yes and no. And here's why I say yes and no. Steve, I'm a driver. I'm coming in there. I just need a place to park. I've got a delivery to make in the morning. I may or may not have time to go and wash my truck. That may or may not be something of importance to me. But you know, someone that is parking there are a couple of trucks there. Someone like you, Steve, you know what I mean, who parks their truck somewhere on a regular basis, and that I could see value in that. But I don't know if you could charge extra for it, because some people may not give a shit. Some people are like, I don't care if I wash my truck. So maybe they could like offer it at a package deal, or or just, as they have it, a pay to play deal. Hey, you want to wash your
Right.
truck? Here it is, and it's extremely discounted or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it'd be
I'll
good.
tell you-
It doesn't even have to be just washing your truck. Like, say you can wash out your trailer.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
oh, that's a good.
But yeah,
okay.
I agree with
Maybe
Pedro.
not
Though. I
that.
don't know if
That's
I charge extra for it, but I would definitely make it, as just like a little icing on the cake where it makes it more attractive than competitors.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? I would be willing to say, I would say you could probably just put that thing in and just have it as an amenity, and it'll draw people. Like, how many people are really gonna fucking use that thing that are parking there overnight? Maybe not many.
We can
you know what I'm
send
saying?
Jeff down there with some newspaper and a squirt bottle with dirty water to clean your windshield for
There
you.
you go, right there, bro, right there. Yeah,
Sounds good.
I do love it. I do like that idea, though.
Looks like a good
Jeff's
You know-
not in a good mood today. He's throwing me off.
One thing I would like to see, and I'm going to bring this up to Freight, and I'm going to bring this up to Freight Ninja, man, is especially because they do a lot of stuff in the north, is these truck parking places to have like those like snow scrapers or some shit on them as you roll out of the
Those
gate.
things are badass.
Or I say at the gate, because then you would have a pile of snow there. But you get what I mean? Like, bro, how cool would that be? Like, play, again, stupid amenity thing, bro. And how much, that thing would probably cost you a couple.
It
Couple
snows
of
a
grand.
shit ton down in Charleston if I know anything about Charleston. So I think it'd be a solid addition.
Yeah, we don't need those.
But
Did you say snows a lot in Charleston?
yeah, ton, man.
Have you never
They
been
get-
there?
Yeah, they get feet of snow, bro. We're talking about that.
It's
That's
got some
the
of the best
Rockies.
skiing in
of
the United
Atlantic
States.
Coast, the Atlantic Coast.
You're not talking about Charleston, South Carolina, are you?
Yeah,
Absolutely,
bro. Yes,
dude. That-
yes, the Rockies of the Atlantic Coast, man. You guys know what the fuck you're talking about.
Man, I lived in Savannah for 15 years. Twice did it snow. Both those times I was stuck in freaking New Orleans because they got ice in New Orleans. So I missed
Yeah,
the
they don't know
boat.
what the hell to do with it.
No.
They don't know what to do with it, man. I lived in Statesboro for
But
5 years, and it
Everything
get like
stopped
an inch
with a
of
quarter
snow.
inch of snow.
Oh
Everything.
yeah, well they have one salt truck in like the whole region, so it's a lot.
They have a
of
salt
Going
truck?
down there,
Dude, their salt
doing
truck
power
consists of
slides
people in
and
the back of
donuts and
pickup
shit.
trucks. Yeah, their salt
Yeah, I was about to
truck
say the
consists
salt truck is
of
just a
people in the back
pickup
of
truck that
pickup
drives
trucks
pretty fast.
throwing salt with shovel.
Yeah,
That's
they'll
it.
drive. They'll just throw it in reverse
That's
with the
right.
tailgate down and slam on the brakes, and then they go up a little bit further. It's a hell of a system.
Fun to watch though.
They don't
Especially
have a
when you lived
system.
in the north your whole most of your life, and then you come down here and see this. It's pretty interesting to watch when how everybody freaks out. The one day it's going to snow for 5 minutes.
So what you need to do is you need to have all these guys with hot shots put a snowplow on the front of their hot shot. That's what you need to do. You have them with plows on their hot shots. Have them put a salt spreader on the tail of the trailer. Let them rip, man.
I don't know if I trust that, John.
Oh, I don't.
It's not a good
I
idea.
don't.
Man. Obviously, safety has
I'm
absolutely
joking.
nothing to do with it.
Just kidding, John. Shit. Hey, you want to know what? You want to talk about some safety stuff? Since we're freestyling, I do have some news lined up, and I'm gonna tell you, Steve, you and Jeff, since you guys are here and you were on this fucking panel, and that panel at BCS of you and you guys and Daniel and Matt, bro, I have been fired up over some safety. Like I'm all about safety, but I've been fired up over like hell out of some safety stuff. And
This is the appropriate place to do it, man. Do it. Do it.
I have ran.
Get it out
I ran
there.
across this today, and this right here, this baffles me, and I want to know if it baffles anyone else, and if anyone else sees a problem with this. So let's go ahead and get to the news. All right. So what y'all looking at here is an article from CDL Life, and this is the American Public Transportation Association has requested an exemption from under the hood requirements for public transportation bus drivers. The APTA, which is, their fucking acronym there, filed for a 5-year exemption with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that would allow public transportation drivers to forego the mechanical knowledge requirements typically included on the CDL exam. APTA cites potentially severe driver shortages as the reason for their request on this exemption. APTA President and CEO Paul P., I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's last name, said in a release that the exemption is crucial for addressing the severe workforce challenges facing their industry while maintaining our unwavering commitment to safety. I want everybody to pay attention to that last right there. Our unwavering commitment to safety. The current CDL under the hood testing requirement has become a significant barrier to recruiting qualified transit operators at a time when our industry desperately needs them. Continuing, he says public transit agencies employ dedicated maintenance professionals who are responsible for vehicle inspections and repairs. Removing this unnecessary barrier will help them, or help us, him speaking, attract qualified candidates while maintaining our industry's, again, exemplary safety record. The proposed 5-year exemption would provide a runway for state authorities to update their training and credentialing programs, giving transit agencies the flexibility to meet the pressing workforce demands. It is noteworthy at the very end of this, they said that the same exemption was granted to the school bus industry in 2022, and that one expires at the end of this month. I did not know this. Before I allow, I'll say allow. Sorry, that's the wrong thing. Before all of you guys say your piece, I just want to finish mine. This is fucking baloney. This is malarkey right here. This is insanity, is what this is, in my opinion. Okay, no, you should absolutely have to have that requirement. I don't give a flippity flip how many people inspect that bus every day or who is responsible for the damn repairs. You as a driver, if you drive any type of equipment commercially, should have some type of mechanical understanding of the vehicle, and you should be responsible for doing inspections for yourself. And also, just because these people are driving for public transportation doesn't mean they may not decide to go with their passenger endorsement and, hey, be like our friends from Whiskey Myers that came on not too long ago and drive tour buses. You know what I mean? Where you have to have a passenger endorsement and stuff. So malarkey, that's it, dude.
That is a good word, Adam.
And also, and this is my thing, is here we are again as an industry lowering our standard.
Yep.
That is exactly what this is. I don't care what you say, bus driver, no bus driver. I may not be right. This is just my opinion, but that's what this is. Again, lowering the standard for people to operate. That's heavy machinery is what this really is in essence, I guess you could say, operate these vehicles on a roadway, but they're exempt from doing certain things because they may not know. Absolutely not. I do not think this is the dumbest thing. And the fact that our school bus drivers have been done with this too, that's stupid. Is someone that was a driver, I want to look at this stuff. I want to know and understand what a bad tie rod bushing looks like. You know what I mean? What it looks like when a tire needs to be changed because the alignment is out, but I understand why the alignment is out because I can see the tread on the tire. You know what I mean? Or what it means when there's a certain color smoke coming out of the back of my vehicle. I mean, these are things that you need to do. This is just like saying, oh, don't worry about it. We don't care. Just take it out there. Take someone else's word for it. It's only your life and the life of 50 other people that you're trusting in someone else's hands, but so whatever. All right. I'm off my thing. Who else has something to say?
Sure. So you're talking about toe in and toe out, right?
I haven't heard the terminology.
When you're talking about those bushings and stuff like that, and the wear on the tire, it's called toe in and toe out. Secondly, what's the list of under the hood things that a driver must do? Do you have that list?
I don't. I'll be honest. I found this article probably within the last hour. Had a busy day, so I had to pull something. But this was a good one. I don't. But what they're talking about is the under hood testing on the CDL exam is what it is. So whatever is on the CDL exam, part of the knowledge test that you have to pass, it has been, I don't know, almost 16 years since I've been taking that test. So I'm not sure, but that's specifically what they're talking about is, those type of things. So good point. Thanks for calling me out, Jeff.
So if they're saying it's not on the exam, is that saying that the driver doesn't have to do it? Right? Like when he's actually driving every day, is that eliminated from them actually having to do it every day? Because I mean, if you don't examine it, meaning they're not going to study for it, they're not going to learn it, then how they actually going to perform it when they get out and they're driving that bus just before they pick up a whole bunch of kids or before they pick up a whole bunch of pedestrians that just left a concert and they're moving them somewhere, whatever it is, right?
Yeah, well, I think what it comes down to, Steve, is that's why I really can't comment, because I'd love to see what the list entails when you look at the actual test and what the requirement is, because there's some really easy shit that should be looked at, but I mean, when it starts getting really complicated where it's more of a PM type deal where you have to break down the engine and look at, I mean, you can look at a belt and know whether or not it's got dry rot and stuff like that and fluids. I mean, and antifreeze and the overflows and all of that. That's easy shit. That thing takes nothing, you know? So that's why I'm asking about that, because I mean, the common John should know about that. I mean, anybody that drives a car should know about fluids, you know, and look for the obvious, like tires, you know, look at the brakes. Do you hear squealing? You know, oh shit, I need pads. Or, you know, you look at your disc and you know that there's something wrong with it. You know, it's that visual type thing that should be noted and then told to your mechanic when you turn in your vehicle at night or whatever. Hey, I noticed this, couldn't do anything on the road. This needs to be fixed and repaired before I get my ass in behind the wheel the next day. Something like that. So I would love to see that list, because if it's a simple list, why not? You know, I think everybody should, whether you're a woman or a man, because let's face it, there's a lot of women bus drivers out there. There's a lot of women who drive these type of buses, as you see on like New York City streets. You see it all the time, you know, and especially with the universal type bus where you have that whatever you call it, the joint in between the rear and the front of the bus. You know, you got to look at that and see if there's any oil drippage. There's just common sense kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, I agree, man. You know, I mean, I just, again, to me, it really comes down to lowering our standard is what it is. That's what it is. I understand the recruiting aspect, but the whole industry as a whole is doing that. And here's also what I get from this, and this is, maybe I'm crazy again, but I'm hearing, instead of us maybe paying people more to bring on new talent or saying, hey, we'll give you a bonus or help you on your stuff. No, they want to go to the federal government and say, hey, we can't get the real qualified people we need. So can you lower the standard so we can start scraping closer to the bottom of the barrel to get these people? And to me, that's what this is. You know, it's just like, oh, let's just get lazy folks that just don't want to go the whole route.
Irresponsibility, Pedro. Irresponsibility.
That's the way I take it personally.
Yeah,
that's what I take it.
Whatever happened to
the
training?
public?
I mean, if you're going to sit there and you're going to have these buses, you should offer training to your drivers to be able to do it right.
I agree.
I mean, if they don't have their CDL and you're grooming them to get their CDL, bring them on as a mechanic's assistant to learn it.
Why is it on the test in the first place? Hello.
Well, I'll look up the list. That is a good point, Jeff. I will look up what it is on the test and stuff and put it. But I'll say this: I don't know a single thing. I don't know very much. I know very little about diesel engines, and I got my CDL test on. Actually, it took me twice, and that's only because I failed. I don't know what part I failed, but it wasn't the mechanical part. But still, like, I don't know nothing about it, and I passed it. I think it makes sure, like you said, you know, asking generalized questions that you would assume any individual in this industry may know that is operating, you know, a commercial vehicle or their profession is driving. You know, I expect if your profession is driving a vehicle of any type, like, you understand how that vehicle operates, how it runs, you know, the simple engineering behind it, all that stuff. But so I'm gonna look it up.
You're talking apples and Pedro, you're talking apples and oranges between buses and semis. I mean,
no, you are, but I mean, you are in a sense, but I mean, to me, it's more of the, like, understanding again, you know, when a driver does their pre-trip, understanding what the tread on a tire should look like. Believe it or not everybody understands what that should look like. You know what I mean? So
hold on, I got to correct you though, my friend. On the CDL test, it's the #1 test requirement on the CDL with a pre-trip. So you can't use that as an excuse. They know it. They had to pass the damn thing to get behind the wheel. So that's inexcusable. Sorry.
I'm just whatever. My point is I just don't think this would be a good thing. Man. Like, we lower our standards so much already as it is in this industry as a whole, even brokers, man. You know, like you just be
money. Somehow
any
they're able
shit
to
off the
perform
street.
more moves and make more money, so they want to cut it out. What all boils down to.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, instead of saying we'll pay you more and we pay you more. No, we want to lower. Look, dude, it's just like, and who was it said? It's like the whole thing about like lowering the passing grade. That was a deal not too long ago. You know, like passing used to be like what 70%, and that was a fucking D. You know what I mean? And now it's like 60. And it's like, dude, you shouldn't lower the standard just because humanity's gotten dumber. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, no, I mean, look at high school.
heighten the standard of the people teaching society. You know what I mean? That's what you need to do.
Yeah, but look in high school, Pedro, right? The bell curve. So the ones that fail using the bell curve, they go from a failure to a D because they have the freaking bell curve. I mean, you fail. Don't give them that freaking opportunity to get behind the wheel and drive like a 80,000-pound missile on a highway that you and I and our families drive on. What the fuck is that? I mean, the same with buses. You know, you got lives at stake here. It's so stupid. It's ridiculous. I don't even know why.
When I was at school, everyone freaking hated me. I got picked on so much when I was a freaking kid because I was the guy that broke the freaking curve. I mean, no, give me a break, huh? Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Where you are now.
On the show with all of us. Boy, how you have fallen from grace, John.
I'm still getting bullied. I get death threats on a regular basis. I get death threat videos and all that stuff too.
Decisions were made, John. Decisions were made.
Listen, I don't want to hear anything. All right? You chose to get married. Nobody forced you. All right.
Marry her. Marry her.
Oh, no.
Oh boy, you better be glad my wife isn't home to hear that one.
I was saying the same thing about my wife, man. Hell, she can hear me right now. I'm talking as a married man in general. Like, if you don't get death threats from your spouse, I mean, are you really in love? You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
King Spud. What's up, bro?
What's going on, guys?
Man, how are you doing, dude?
I'm doing. Dog.
What'd you say? Jeff rudely coughed while you were talking.
I'm sorry. That comes out every once in a while. I'm still like sick.
Well, I said I'm sitting out here with the dogs. How y'all doing?
Hanging in there like a hair on a biscuit, man. Hey, were you back in your truck yesterday?
I mean, yeah, for like 30 minutes, taking stuff out of it.
I'm still calling the 6. I'm taking the under on 6 months until you're driving again. And for all y'all don't know, Spud retired from driving a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. I'm done.
Hey, Spud, don't listen to his damn negativity. I'm behind you, Spud. I'm behind you, bro.
Okay, so Spud's gonna be a broker now. That's what I'm hearing.
Dude,
I feel like this is the wrong move to stop sucking on toothpicks, though.
Don't do it.
Oh man, Spud could never be a broker, man. He could never do it. He could not do it ever.
No, they'd fire me for cussing at dumbasses.
I was about to say, yeah, Spud gets the first low rate from first high rate from a carrier. He's like, what are you, fucking dumbass?
I'm like, are you driving a hood? Approved.
Yeah.
That's going to be part of
it. Spud will lose customers because his driver was driving a Volvo. Like, nope.
You driving a Volvo?
Spud, why can't you cover my lane? Hey, listen, there is a lack of hooded trucks that cover that lane. And I'm just trying to find the right carrier. And I'm telling you, if they drive a hood truck, you know that they're a good carrier. So I'm looking out for you, Mr. and Mrs. Shipper.
Caterpillar lives matter.
Oh my Lord, dude.
Make cats great again.
Besides that, how's everything going, man?
Oh, it's going, guys. It's going. Just sitting here at the house, just chilling right now.
House coming along good?
Yeah, I mean, I still got some stuff. I built the shelf the other day. I was all proud of myself. Built a stupid little shelf. You know,
IKEA, right?
But I'm telling you, man, you need to start a channel of just Spud's projects, dude. That's like
Spud's dumbassery.
Well, dude, if you're not in a truck, you're driving a lawnmower. If you're not driving a lawnmower, you're working on the lawnmower. If you're not working on the lawnmower, you're
there. It is right
working
there.
on your chainsaw. Like, Dude, you fucking came on here with a fucking a flamethrower one time. Like,
Yeah, I've got. Hold on. I got it. Hold on. I got new propane.
Oh Lord, yes.
I ran
let's
out of
do this.
propane.
Oh,
The fuckers
God,
use
yeah.
it like a son of a bitch. Hold on. We
Oh,
got some
dude.
flamethrower.
Put that on the big screen, Hunter. How do we do that there? Oh man.
go like this, and you go like this. Yes.
Come on.
Come on.
Next thing you know, you run on the
Oh
back
yeah.
end of the plane.
That's cool. I
How's
need one
that
of those.
for you?
It's so
They're
What
like
happened to the
20
one that
bucks
looks like
on
a
Amazon,
handgun?
man. Oh, I hate that one. It leaks like a sieve. You think I'm not in freight though? I'm in freight still.
Wait, is your porch made out of pallets?
No, but I do have one sitting here. I've got like 3 others back over there. You can't not have a good Chet pallet, man. Always got to have them.
Cannot admit that you own one of those. That's a hypothetical. They will come after your ass.
Dude, them motherfuckers kept stealing them out of my reefer. They like one of them was
Yeah.
screwed in the front of the reefer so they would stop running into the damn thing, and they fucking stole it.
Dude, pallets are a hot commodity, dude. One of my customers was Ocean Spray, and the only thing I ran for them was pallets from their freaking
Mhm.
receiver back to California.
Mhm.
Craziest shit in the world.
Yeah, they were like 50.
Katie,
Some of these
Katie,
good ones
you're-
are like $50.
Kate, you're on mute.
Mute strikes again.
I don't know if Kate's talking to us or not. I see her talking.
I think she may be on the
Talking to a
phone.
customer.
Oh,
Using her hands, I see.
the private
She's
chat's for
Italian.
it.
I hear you guys
This is
talking
a-
about pre-trips a little while ago.
Free trips, yeah.
So how many pre-trips have we all done in our lives? How many do you think?
Oh,
For a non-truck driver, I've done at least 50.
Pedro, you used to drive.
oh yeah, bro. Hey, I can't think of a time that I didn't do it. I'm serious. I'm sure there was a day or so. Every driver has one, but dude, I for real was I was meticulous about pre-trips. I had a whole system of how I did it in the morning, so I never missed one, bro, because they were important to me, dude. I don't know. My trainer just drilled that shit into me, man. Him and his dad, they just drilled pre-trips and post-trips into me, man. And it was the thing of the most importance to me. So I don't know. I drove for 10.5 years, dude. And even at McLean, McLean had a shop. They did all this stuff. They inspected our trucks. Still, every single day before we left, every driver there did a pre-trip on their truck.
Were you driving the same truck and trailer every day, or roughly every day?
At McLean and PFG, no, there were a lot of slip seating, which made it even more important.
Yeah.
But again, both of them, they had, I can't remember what they called the line, but when you got back in, you would empty out your trailer of your pallets or whatever in the warehouse, and then you would park it on the line, and the shop would pull it in. They would, do a check over it, fuel it up, all this stuff like that. But again, dude, you didn't get it at PFG here and where I worked out of Temple, dude, they had 60, 70 trucks. McLean, probably twice that. And so, I mean, you got to think, man, they're trying to fix stuff and do all these other things. Like, things get missed, dude. So
Oh yeah.
always changed. The trailer was always different, though. Yeah, trailers were always different. It just depended on what got put in the door and what your shit got loaded on. So, yeah.
What about you there, Mr. Steve, down there?
Yeah, so I don't have my CDL, but I did. I worked in Pepsi for several years and ran the team there. So I've probably done 200 or so of them. I mean, just with the team there and classes and stuff we had there. So I shared one story when I was in the BCS down in Fort Worth that I used to like hide stuff, little stickers or whatever on touch points, just so that they would have to, if they got that sticker, whatever, they would win something. Like you had to entice somebody to actually
Yeah, I agree.
do the pre-trip correctly. I mean, they'd win dumb shit like tumblers or the stupidest stuff, but they were more excited to do that and to win that than to actually do it to save a life on the road. It's crazy.
Lord, I think that's really important in those kinds of jobs, you know, where you're driving different trucks or you have a bunch of just everybody driving, you know, you need to do it every day. You need to walk
100%.
through everything you're driving. But I'll be honest, like guys like me that have driven the same truck for years, I might open the hood once a week, maybe. You know, if it's not oil under it, it's got oil in it. You know, I know it doesn't use any oil. You know, whatever. Yeah, I walk around it every time I stop or get fuel or every morning or whatever. But man, you know your truck, and I
Back
don't.
when I was in
Like, we
warehouse-
got disc brakes and stuff. You know, like it's not a big deal.
You know,
when I was
so
in warehousing, man,
I'll go.
I'd stop and check my forklift every damn day.
I'll go back.
You know,
I'll go
it's
back,
just what
but
you do.
I'll walk.
Doesn't matter
I'll
what
walk
you're
back.
using.
I'll walk back and I'll side with you on this, man, because you know when I was over the road and all that stuff, and I did drive the same truck, dude. It's like full pre-trip. No, man, like I wasn't
Yeah,
opening
I
the
know.
hood every day and checking fluids. I did that, like you said, probably once a week, man, because I knew my truck. Like you said, if there ain't oil under it, it's oil in it. You know what I mean?
Unless it's a deep truck.
Yeah. If it ain't dripping fluids, you know what I mean? And then you're fine. And you know, even still, you wake up and you see something in the truck, it's likely condensation, but I'd still put my finger in it, you know what I mean, and look at it. But dude, I always check my lights, I always turn my wheels both ways, you know, check my suspension and stuff, always check your kingpin, your airline, you know, all of those things, the stuff that is going to get you pulled over and that are immediate concerns. Check the tread on my tire. Maybe I caught a nail going down the road and it took overnight before my tire lost air, you know. So yeah, I mean, full DOT or testing level pre-trip, probably once a week. You're right. But still though, man, like
Even
you
then.
should be every day, like looking at those things, man.
Every
you know?
time you stop, you walk around your truck.
Yeah, man. You just should be.
One thing that I know helps a lot of people is greasing your own truck. If it's once a week, once a month, you got to crawl under it. You got to look at it. Or washing it. When you wash your own truck, you're putting hands on every part of that truck, underneath all of it. That is when you do your most effective pre-trips or inspections is at those times, and that's when you should catch a lot of your stuff. Most guys, I don't think most truck drivers can even grease their own truck. I'm sure there's a lot that can, but most of them aren't allowed to. And I honestly don't think most can anymore.
So
All right,
here's
so just hold on, Jeff. Hold on before we move on. I'm sorry. I have to get this out. So you're saying when you grease and when you what your truck?
Wash it.
Wash.
Got
Got
it.
it. That's all I need to hear. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
Thank you, Pedro.
Well, here's a fact. Here's an absolute fact. Okay, if you're driving somebody's assets, you won't do it as much time. However, if it's your truck, you will take care of that truck better than you would a company's asset because it's you. It's you own it. You're the one that's paying the bills. And I know it is a fact. I've talked to many people. Is that it's not my responsibility. It's up to the asset owner to take care of his own truck. I just drive. I've heard that over the years. However, you talk to an owner operator and they'll say the opposite to that. And I go, why? Well, because it's my living. I depend on this thing. If something breaks down on an asset, they'll just give me another truck if I make it there or whatever. I've heard it.
I disagree a little bit, Jeff, because I mean I was only ever a company driver, man. I almost became an owner operator twice. I mean, like, got to the point looking at trucks, figuring out all that stuff, and just never could get the balls to pull the trigger on it, to be honest with you. But dude, I took such good care of my trucks. I mean, I was such a pain in the ass to shops, dude. Every time I went home for home time, that truck got put in the shop, and more times than not would I get a call from the shop like, what'd you put the truck in? For you to look at it, just like I put on the fucking ticket. Well, what's wrong with it? Nothing. I want you to look at it and make sure that I'm not missing anything. Because I felt the same way, Jeff. That's my livelihood, dude. Even as a company driver, if that truck goes down and I'm in the shop, I'm not moving and I'm losing money too, because company drivers get paid cent per mile or per mile, just like owner operators do. So I'm sure there are a lot more lazy. I had a good trainer though, man. I say that so much. I was fortunate that I got trained by a guy. He had been driving 4 years, but his mom and dad, between them at that time in 2008, had over 40 years of driving experience, and that's who he learned from. And luckily, his dad and him ran a dedicated route, so they ran together. So I didn't just learn from my trainer with 4 years. I learned also from his dad, who we drove with every single week, the whole trip. So I was lucky, man. And then I had good mentors too, man. I found good drivers in the industry that I hooked up with companies that had been driving longer than me, and they helped me, man. I did the same thing in the military, dude. I was a private, and I talked to fucking E7s and E8s and captains and majors. I wasn't hanging out with the other privates and the specialists. I don't want to be that. I'm trying to be the next level. So that's what I did as a truck driver, man. But not everybody does that. I understand.
But you know what's scary though? Like you said, livelihood, right? And it's the money that you bring home.
Yeah.
But it's also your life, right? And if you're not checking that thing, and it's your life, it's lives that are on the road. Like, you know, you're one of the special ones, right? And you're with the company drivers that actually take the time to look it over to make sure everything looks good. We park one of our trucks in a parking lot that's right next to the driver's house, and we purposely do that so that he can be close to his house when he gets home and stuff like that. There's probably 200 trucks that park in that parking lot, and it is sad when you walk in that place in the morning and they're all leaving and nobody's doing. I mean, there's a handful of them that do it. People are pulling over, they drive their car in front of the truck, they unload their bag, they turn on their lights, they start it, they go park their car, they come back, they jump in, they leave. And it's scary. I mean, yeah, are there some that take the time to pop the hood and go over everything and look at it? Yeah, but there's so many that jump in it at the beginning of the day and just take off. And I mean, you know, I don't know if they own those trucks, if they're owner operators, if they're company drivers. You know, I'm not sure of all of them. They're sitting in there, but regardless, it's scary when you.
Yeah, and you know something. Don't forget about the weather. The weather plays a critical role, and I'll give you a great example. I will not mention names, but it was a big asset carrier, and they used to have a insurance umbrella that covered all their drivers and everything, right? And then they were like, you know what? Well, we're going to take that umbrella away from the owner ops and have them, you know, take care of their own insurance because we need to cut costs. So when it came to bad weather, you know, if the driver was under their umbrella, they would drive. However, when it switched, they were like, "Oh, snow! I'm not going out in that because if we have one accident, I'm done. I'm done." Because I mean, let's face it, a brand new Peterbilt or something like that nowadays, $3,400, $3,400 a month to have the damn thing. That's a house payment. You know, that's why they don't want to go out in god awful weather and take that chance of them crashing their house. You know, and it does happen. But one more thing, and then I have to leave, unfortunately. But I think every broker out there, anybody in the industry, should learn how to do a pre-check. I think that if you're in the industry, you should learn every little nook and cranny from cradle to grave of how the mechanisms of logistics work. And transportation is a key piece of that puzzle. And just to go out there and walk with a driver and see what he does and how he does, it gives you a lot of knowledge up there. So when you talk to them and you need to have them do their pre-check, you can speak their language. You know, when I'm sorry, I can't do this. Oh, well, you know, I did that. You know what I mean? You can say that. And I've checked this. I know, you know, all the moving parts that are there. And that's what's wrong with brokerages out there. Most of them never stepped foot in a DC or a warehouse or even understand that. They work from the outside in. And I think that everybody out there that wants to be a broker or even a driver should have the opportunity to walk into a warehouse and stay there for a week and understand how all those things move around and why they do the things that they do. Do you know how much education you're going to get, especially the perspective? Now you'll be on their side of the business when you either prospecting or learning or being able to share that knowledge. I mean, I think it's a prerequisite for anybody getting in the industry, in no matter what area.
I'm with you 100% on that, Jeff. Like the little time I've got to spend in PCT's warehouses, like, oh my God. Even being there for a week, you don't learn everything. And you just look at it, and it's like
perspective.
Or that 3 days you spent with TJ or whatever it was. That should be for sure. Everybody in logistics to hop in a truck and go for a ride.
Dude, that was
I
one of
did
the
that,
coolest fucking
absolutely.
things I've like. Dude, that is one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. Like,
Take a shower at a truck stop. You know,
dude, breaking down in
Yeah.
Needles, California, when it's 115 degrees outside, walking to the fucking Shell station to get a can, and like, dude, like it was nuts. Like,
yup.
but it's the real deal. It's cool, man. You get to see things out there too, man. Like,
Yeah, the water bottle shower. You know, I mean,
Dude, but
I didn't even get
Hunter,
a
you know,
shower.
you talk about that thing in Needles, man, and that is a perfect example of why
Guys,
a
I have to
mechanical
go.
understanding. Hey, later, Jeff, bro.
Love you,
Have a
dude.
good one, my friend. Thanks for
See you,
hanging out
Jeff.
with us, dude. Is a perfect example of why some type of mechanical knowledge is important, because you guys were broke down the middle of fucking nowhere. And did
Yes.
TJ do some slightly, shady shit to his truck to make it run? Yeah, but you know what? It was
Yeah,
better. It was
hypothetically, he
better
called
than
his
him being-
mechanic, said, I could do this to fix it, or I could do it the other way. And the mechanic said, I would not recommend doing it the first way, but you can.
Yes.
And,
It came
Does it
back.
work?
and hypothetically, it worked. And hypothetically, we just drove back to California. It fucking worked, man. But you got to do what you got to do. And hey, dude, Indie Trucker's a big
That's it.
advocate on that too, man. Talking about people fucking paying money for someone to change your gosh dang windshield wipers. Are you kidding me?
$18 a blade at
God.
TA.
Indy is on another level though, man. Like that motherfucker, like
Dude, he's
replaced
thinking
phone
about
injectors
stopping
and
driving
shit.
and like
It's on
he's-
another level.
dude, I talked to him like a couple weeks ago, and he's like, man, I'm about to just grind it out for the next year or two, and he's thinking about going to mechanic school. He loves working on them trucks, man. There's good money to be made. But when it comes to the public transportation thing, I didn't get to chime in on that. People are getting hired to drive a bus. I don't think they should be doing mechanical work on a fucking
Well,
public
it's
transportation
but
vehicle.
even no one requires you to do mechanical work. Like most carriers don't, and that's not what it is. What they're saying is that they should have to surpass the having of any type of mechanical knowledge in understanding how this equipment operates and what to be looking for on pre-trips, because we pay other people to do that. No, absolutely not, dude. Like it go. Personally, I feel that people that own cars, you shouldn't be able to own a car unless you have a simple understanding of fucking mechanical knowledge. But I mean, you can't do that. So
Yeah, I agree with the
cars-
simple stuff, but
Well, I mean, again, and it's not that they don't want people to fix it, Hunter. That's what I'm saying. It's they don't want them to fix it. It's mechanical knowledge. That's the thing, is they say, oh, it doesn't matter to them. Dude, I disagree, because again, what if they're not going to be a bus driver for the rest of their career with a CDL? You know what I mean? And now, so anyway, whatever. Yeah.
No, I mean, I've said it for a long time. If you don't understand how something works, you can't use it to its best of its abilities. So, like driving
I
a
agree.
manual transmission, if you
agree.
understand how the gears turn and the counter shafts and all of it, you understand that at least to a basic level, you can effectively use that transmission to the best of its ability. Just like an engine, if you understand where the torque curve is, you understand where the power bands are, how the turbo works, and how the fuel injectors work, and how all of it works, how it all works together, at least on a basic level, you can then maximize your fuel economy and maximize climbing hills or whatever it is. You can use it to its best of its ability to do your job the most efficient way possible.
That's why Spud and I are hashtag team automatic suck. That's why they. Dude,
I
that
own
should not even
one
be a thing,
automatic.
bro. That should not. I that's another thing. There should not be an exemption for automatics. I firmly believe that 1,000% that rule needs to go away. You need to learn on a stick like a true truck driver, because again, just because some places use automatics and that may seem like the norm, not every place is going to be like that. And this is someone speaking from experience who at McLean had some automatic trucks. They were moving over to him. Funny enough, a lot of the senior drivers preferred the standards. They would drive 5-year-old trucks just because it was a stick. And I got caught with a guy one time down in the valley, when from Temple to the valley, and Spud, you know what I'm talking about when I mean the valley. That's a 7-hour damn drive, dude. Stuck in the valley with a guy who decided to wait till we were almost done with our route to say, oh, by the way, I can't drive a stick. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So we had to sit there and wait for me to take a 10-hour break, dude. then finished the route. And then we got to drive home. And then we actually still had to have someone come get us because I ran out of time in like Round Rock or something like that. And I told him, I said, listen, I'm not sitting out here for another 10 hours. You better find someone to come and get this damn truck, or I'm gonna call my wife. She's gonna come pick me up, and y'all can figure it out from there. So yeah, that automatic thing, I don't think that should be a thing either.
I don't understand how you don't know how to drive an automatic truck. They're simpler than driving a car. I mean, it's not impossible to stall a truck, but it's hard. It is hard to stall a big diesel like that. The torque and the gear ratio. Hell yeah, toilet. At least that's what it sounded like. But
Oh, no.
but yeah, no, I mean, I don't get it. I drive a manual pickup. You know, I don't drive automatics anymore. In fact, it's weird when I do drive one and I hate it. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. It's hard to drive an automatic when you're used to driving a manual. You know, but we're not. It's like we're not asking you to hop in a twin stick and drive through Houston traffic. We're asking you to drive a basic 10-speed. If you can't drive a 10-speed, you probably shouldn't be driving a truck.
Dude, and I'm telling you, it's easy. You only use the clutch 2 times, starting and backing. That's it, man. That's it. The rest of the time you floating them gears, baby. That's the easiest. I literally got taught how to float in a truck in downtown Fort Worth in like 5 minutes by my trainer's dad. Because that's why I was supposed to start at Celadon, and even though I could get the truck moving, I could do its thing, I didn't understand double clutching. It just didn't make sense to me. Even though I know how to drive a stick in a car, I didn't get it. And so like Celadon, I was like, no, we can't take you, whatever, it's fresh out there and blah, blah, blah. But that was my problem at the new place. Dude taught me in literally 5 minutes how to float. Never got. I still to this day cannot double clutch. I could not pass a CDL test right now for a standard, because last I heard you have to double clutch on it. I would fail that shit, bro. I would pass everything else, but I would fail that.
I didn't take mine in a manual, but I didn't, that was back before the restriction. And I only did that because, I can double clutch. But at the time, I believe you had to double clutch every single gear, including the splits. And, in an 18-speed, you don't want to do that. But I could be wrong. That was a long time ago. I don't remember, but at the time you could take an automatic, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you take the test? You can drive a manual. Who gives a fuck?
No, I'm with you, dude. I always preferred sticks. I had automatics in a lot of trucks, but always preferred sticks. They're great in traffic, but they suck everywhere else, bro. They do. And it goes back to you talking about understanding the way like manual transmissions work and torque and all that stuff like that, and especially when it comes to pulling heavy weight. And yeah, I would a stick. Bro. I would a stick every single day. Mountains, I don't care. I'm down with it.
I have driven an automatic truck for 3 days one time, and I drove 1 or 2 across town, and that's it. I've driven LA traffic. I've driven all the traffic areas in a manual, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey, me too. Me too, dude. I think I spent a first automatic I think I ever touched was maybe at McLean. I think everything I even drove at PFG, because I went from Lisa Motor Lines to Knight Refrigerated to PFG, and then went to US Express for a little bit of time because I wanted to go to school and start my degree. And then I think McLean, dude. So I was like 5, 6, 7 years into my driving stuff before I touched an automatic. Maybe I did at PFG, but I hated them, dude. I hated automatics. Asher, what's up, man?
Pedro, I think your new stuff is pretty cool, because he's like, who's talking? I'm like, that's Pedro. He's like, why does he sound so different?
Yeah, bro. You like this, right? You like this, all these cool sounds and stuff. Like, hey, every time your dad talks, this is the sound we make. Oh wait, no, not that one, wrong one. Damn it, I can't find it. I got so many. I don't know which one.
Where's the toilet?
There it is. It's that one. It's that one.
Hey guys, I gotta scoot. It's been fun. My phone's gonna die. So we'll catch you later, guys.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, Asher. I really appreciate the compliment, man. Thank you so much.
Asher had a pet duck for about a day.
Oh, you need to talk to Hunter. Hunter has a duck farm.
So he rescued a
duck
duck.
farm.
He rescued a duck from the pond, and the mom left him because he was like walking funny. So Asher,
Oh, that's sad.
Asher got him back, nursed him back to the house, and then he brought him to the pond today. And the mom was back there, and mom ended up taking him back.
Oh,
Do you actually have a
man.
duck? Do you actually deal with ducks, Hunter?
Yes, unofficially. So like my apartment complex, like my porch looks out to this pond that we have, and dude, there's like 10 ducks that come here every day. So last year I was like feeding them and stuff, dude. They used to come like just waddling up to my fucking back porch. So yeah, man, Woodfin's Duck Farm. It's a good time.
So we have a duck that lives on our roof that returns every year.
Wait, on your roof?
On our roof. Apparently it's a Muscovy duck or something, and they nest on roofs. He lives on the roof of my house, and she, I guess, actually, yeah, she lives right up against the chimney. And when she's pregnant, she gets so fat she jumps off the roof and literally almost. And I got a pretty tall house. I got a Charleston type house, right? So it's pretty tall. So she jumps off the house and almost scrapes the road before she actually get airborne and take off. She almost took off my neighbor's hat one day. He was outside in the yard and he almost took off his hat as he flew over his head.
That is so cool, bro. That is so
Didn't
awesome.
know they lived down the roof. She has come back, and we've lived here in this house for 4 years, and she's come back every year.
Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. You should like do some research into it, man, and find a way to like maybe, I don't know, make it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I saw this one dude on
cool,
Instagram. I saw this one dude on Instagram. He had like a third story in this room that he was never using, but he was like feeding this pigeon every day. And there were like multiple pigeons that would come, but this one dude, he built out a whole room for this one pigeon. So he'd feed it and it'd come in and hang out with them, but he wouldn't let the other pigeons in. The other pigeons didn't know him, but dude, yeah, ducks, man, birds, I don't know, they're cool. Fuck, I wish Jeff was still in here because he has a racing pigeon apparently. Gave up horses, went to pigeons.
I got Katie, my wife's uncle, had those. You would literally take them miles, like hours away, and they come back.
Yeah. There's some crazy science behind them. Like some in their beak, like they have some sort of magnetic. Let me do some research on this before I sound like an idiot.
Hunter, you know that Jeff's affiliation with the pigeons, it goes back to his age, man. But before we had telecommunications and homing pigeons was the way that we communicated. So he's just trying to reconnect with his youth from the 17th century. That's all that is.
Dude, Asher is floored about your voice, man. He's like, is that what his real voice really sounds like now?
I don't know. I don't know what my voice sounds like, man. I mess with this stuff a little bit. I spend a little bit of time messing with it. But like, I can change it though, Asher. See,
we can go real low like this, and we can be the dark lord of the transportation industry.
Or I could start to sing you just like the sparrow.
That is awesome.
This thing's pretty fun, man. This is like the. What
You're
is that?
noticing the whole get up, huh? You're noticing the new signs in the room. You've been on in a while, I had it.
Yeah. Well, hey, shout out. Hey, all of this stuff you can't see it. I had to swap out my camera because we have a cat and she is obsessed with fucking chewing cords. But I had to swap out for this crappy camera I used to have. But all of that stuff is they're pictures, Asher, from a friend of ours. Named Tex Crowley. He does photography for the trucking industry, and like that one right there, that is at an antique truck show. It's a bunch of different antique trucks, and that's from the Rotella show. That one's from Matt's, and yeah. So shout out to my boy Tex Crowley for hooking it up with all the photos. Well, I mean, I paid for him, but and his amazing calendar. If you have not got this calendar, please go to the Truck Photo Agency. Where's that at? Right there. Truck Photo Agency, TPA. You can find them on all your social media. And you go and buy yourself a calendar, man. This thing is absolutely sick right here, man. I think they're like $30. Look, and that right there, that is the picture that I have behind me. And as far as I know, it is like one of the few prints that he actually made of that picture. So I feel
Oh, that's awesome.
I feel special. Tex is amazing, bro. His photography is stellar, dude.
Yeah, he's getting better too, man. I don't know if you saw some of his stuff from the Atlanta Motor Speedway, Pedro,
I
but
did. Yes.
bad to the bone.
Yeah, bro. I like that. I'm not into photography and stuff, man. I mean, like as far as like a hobby, but what's up, Taylor? If you want to come on, bro, let us know, dude. We'll shoot you a link if you're cruising around. You can come hang out with us for a minute. We're just freestyling it, dude. Yeah.
So back to pigeons, man. So
Back to pigeons.
Homing pigeons.
Yes.
Homing pigeons actually have magnetite crystals in their beak, and that they pick up on the magnetic field from the earth, and that's how carrier pigeons like know where to. I don't know. It's crazy, but that's how they navigate. It is quite interesting.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
you know what we need to do? Hey, Hunter, we need to have a
lounge
segment
pigeon
with Jeff. Yes, with Jeff and some other people that do like that do care, bro. Talk about logistics via pigeon. I'm telling you.
Hey, you put that tracker on there that
the Jigo ones.
Yeah, there you go, bro. Yeah,
I'd be willing to risk a Jigo tracker on a carrier pigeon.
yeah, dude. For that would be so fucking cool, wouldn't it? And a camera, that would be even better, bro.
Well, birds aren't real.
Why
They
can't
already
that
have
pigeon
cameras
fly?
installed in their
You gotta
heads.
put
So
shit on 'em.
So we could watch it.
yes,
We could watch it.
dude, that'd be so sick, Pedro. If we had a freaking lounge pigeon.
Bro, that would be sick. That'd be awesome, dude. We should adopt one. Speaking of adopt stuff, you know what we should do? We should adopt a constellation. Like, can't you like buy a constellation and name it? That's what we should do. Could you imagine
Yeah,
a
like
constellation?
buying a star.
A star. That's what it is. A star. There you go.
John, if you were just talking to us, you're on mute, buddy.
Yeah. I made the mute mistake. No big deal.
Okay, so Pedro, there is a pigeon rescue in Middle Tennessee. I'm looking at their Facebook right now, so I'm digging into this.
That really would be cool, bro. That would be pretty sick, man. I'm serious. That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, we'll just trade off every other week. You know, we'll be good pigeon parents. You know, just
Well, no. You go ahead. You install the camera. You install the camera. You install the tracker, and every time you're on the air, you just go ahead and you put that video up.
Yeah.
okay.
just
You're
go
saying
around with that.
install it on the pigeon like it's a machine.
I know. You got to. I don't know how you strap it onto a pigeon's head or whatever, or under its belly. I don't know, but to just let that thing go on weeks, months at a time.
Dude, that would be great content, because I'll tell you, one of the things that I am obsessed with on TikTok is these fucking people that strap cameras to their cats and their dogs that like just roam in these random.
Dude,
Bro,
I've seen
I am
that one with
serious
the
as
cat.
shit.
Lives
I
outside
have
that
caught
apartment.
my-
It's like chasing down other
Yes,
cats. And shit.
I have
Yeah.
caught myself more than once watching 30 fucking minutes of a live of this random cat running around in China, dude. I'm serious as shit. It is the most interesting thing. I do not know why.
Yeah, so
Usher, how you
pigeon
like it?
adoption is a real thing. This is blowing my
Hold
mind.
on.
Sorry.
We should do it. How you liking Dirty J and the boys, man?
Good.
Well, I was turning off my light. I was having the reflection.
Hey, I'm still waiting on my koozie, by the way.
Oh yeah,
They just came in.
dude. I don't want a koozie. If you need a koozie, you're drinking too slow. That's my motto. With
You missed the point of a koozie, man.
No, you don't need a koozie, man.
It's for
What else?
advertising.
Again, I don't use them because I drink too fast, bro. That's just something else I got to
Hey,
do.
if you're ever walking in the city, dude, put your koozie around your wallet, and it makes it harder for people to pickpocket. Facts. There's many uses for them, man.
Life lessons by Hunter, y'all. Life lessons by Hunter. New segment coming Sunday mornings.
Life hack.
What else
Hunter's
is
life
new?
hacks.
Yes, Hunter's life. Hunter's hacks. There we go. Hack it with Hunter. I don't know. We'll play on the name. We can figure this out. But first, we have to figure out Father Freight. That's what we got to do. Father Freight Fridays. Confessions with Father Freight on Friday.
Oh, dude. So,
Anyway.
speaking on that, so John Brewer is about done with his new bar. You know, his bar studio.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do Brews with Brewer. I'm going there as Father Freight, and we're gonna like do a whole bit, dude. I'm gonna bless it. We're gonna read some stuff out of the FMCSA regulations. You know, maybe throw
You're so
some.
lucky.
I'll get like a little
lucky.
water bottle full of Def and just like sprinkle it around the room.
Oh my God. Don't do that. Don't do it's gonna
It
fucking
smell
kill
like
you,
piss
man.
after it's
It's
done,
gonna
man.
kill you.
All right, well, I'll make it look like that. What is it? What is it? Blue? Let's
Yeah,
get some
blue.
water and some food color.
Anyway, let's get back to our fan. I want to hear about what's going on with you, man. You have such an exciting life. We're all old people, dude. You have all this amazing energy. Asher, you do all these cool things. How's life going, man?
Hey,
How's
speak for yourself, man. Me and Asher are still young bucks out here.
Don't listen to Hunter, man. He's 30. Oh, 30's old, isn't it, Asher? It's old, huh?
30.
I mean, 16 years way younger than him, so.
Hey, why'd you have to bring that up?
Oh, damn.
Damn.
And that's
Thanks a lot.
that's a burn right there. Good job, Asher. Kick your dad out.
Oh,
We'll sit here and talk to
man.
you for the next hour.
I know, yeah, right. Kick your dad out. Hey, you know it's funny you're wearing that shirt, Steve. My wife is wearing the exact same shirt right now.
Just really?
She is, bro. If you actually go look at the pictures we took on Halloween, it says no BS, just GS, just GS.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Green Screen, dude. Those cats are awesome, man. Good T-shirts
Yeah.
too.
Man, dude, those t-shirts are freaking awesome, man.
They're comfy.
Yeah,
So
man,
Asher,
you
who's
know-
better riding dirt bikes? You or your dad?
Oh, 100% him. I prefer four wheels. I'd take the four wheeler. I'm fat.
that's
I'm not very, balanceable.
I feel you, bro. I'd be the same way.
My weight shifts
I need
like
to, yeah, right.
like a trailer full of product.
I need something I can
Your
center
weight
my
shifts
weight on.
the plate tectonics of the planet.
They're actually going next weekend, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. We found a place in Georgia that we're going to for the weekend. Going there Friday night, renting a cabin that's literally like right in the middle of the motocross tracks, and gonna hang out there with some of the Dirty J members for the weekend.
Dude, hey, I may be far off, but you know what y'all got to do, man, is you have got to set up a trip to some kind of like sand dunes. That's what you need to do, and that would be amazing, man, for you guys to set up some kind of like week-long thing to travel out to some sand dunes and go freaking motocrossing, man. Like, yeah, I mean, doing it where y'all at is one thing, but I mean, sand dunes and that shit is another freaking level. And coincidentally enough, there's a state like in the Midwest that randomly has sand dunes. I'm gonna look this up.
Oh, are you talking about Colorado has
No.
they
It's
have
like
a desert.
yeah, not some crazy shit. Like you would not think this place would have sand dunes. I got it's like a geographical oddity type deal. I'm gonna have to look that up and figure out where that is. But dude, that would be fun. Would you like to go ride sand dunes, Asher? That'd be cool, huh?
Nah, that would be hard and like the soft sand.
Yeah, but it'd be fun.
You
man.
definitely got to have a bigger bike with a lot more power to run. 'Cause
Maybe.
you got to be on it. Like you can't you slow down going through the sand dunes. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
falling
I
over.
know.
Like you got to be on it hard. Maybe when he gets a little bit older, but that would be cool.
It would be fun, dude. I've always wanted to do that, like with like like off-road vehicles, whatever. Go to the sand dunes. When I was a driver, I used to drive through the Southwest a lot, man. And there's huge off-road parks and stuff, man. Where people go motocrossing and four-wheeling and take four-wheel Jeeps and stuff, dude. And some of them you could see it right off the road. Like there's one here in Texas, I think it's near Monahans, and you can see the people right off the road just out there having a freaking blast, dude. And I'm like, man, that shit looks so fun.
Yeah, they're saying there's like sand. There's like a big sand dune in North Carolina. There's one in Indiana.
Maybe it's Indiana. It's the place I'm thinking of. But look, North Carolina, bro, look how close that is to you. North Carolina, that's the next state over.
I don't know. They weren't talking about doing anything but walking to the top of it and flying kites.
Oh, that's
You
right.
can't do anything on the sand dunes out here, man. You go to jail faster than shit.
Yeah.
Go to a sand dune here in Pensacola.
But at least if you go to jail, you can call John. He's local and he can bail you out.
No, you can call John and he'll show up with a camera and just record you for a while you sit there and languish.
And then bail you out. John then bail you out. And John's like, I got to get content first. Then we'll get you out of jail.
If I get paid for the content, okay.
Damn, John, you drive a hard bargain, bro. I hope I never get arrested.
I know my value. That's all there is to say. I know my value.
Bro, all I'm saying is if you bail me out of jail, dude, there is a nice Waffle House breakfast with your name on it.
Hey, let me tell you something. Waffle House is the way to go, man. That's good eats.
I like Waffle House. I do. I love it. We don't have.
It's a Waffle.
Oh
we have-
God,
really?
Oh, dude. Okay, so my brother and I we're okay. Sorry, folks, we're Yankees. Okay, I'm originally from Delaware, and my little brother was in pilot training in Mississippi. When he graduated pilot training with the Air Force and got his wings, and we all went to Mississippi to for his graduation ceremony. And he's like, "Oh man, we're gonna take you to this one greasy spoon we found, man. I can't believe I discovered this place, the best place in the world." And we're driving around, and my wife's like, "Is it behind the Waffle House?" He had no idea how popular Waffle House is. He thought that was like a single joint right there. I was like, "Oh, dude, you're an idiot."
That's funny, man. Man. I didn't get into Waffle House. I was a driver, dude. You know, like being out there on the East Coast and stuff, man. And that's how I got hooked on. Like, we got some of them here in Texas, but you know, not a lot. But I do love some Waffle House, bro. Their shit is so good. But
Gosh, there are more Waffle Houses within 5 miles of me than there are McDonald's.
Two of the best memories I have of recent actually took place in Waffle House. One was when we went to our first Dallas Cowboys game for my middle son's 18th birthday in Dallas. We went to Waffle House for breakfast with my whole family, my son's girlfriend at the time. And it was cool because my kids had never been to a Waffle House and shit. And they just thought it was great. And it was just good to spend time. Second one was at Matt's with Hunter. Me, Hunter, Gord, damn, who is it? Was it Laura?
Tiny Bullhauler, yeah.
Tiny Bullhauler, Laura, and man, it was like 2 or 3 other. I think Indy came.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Hey, so
Oh my God, dude, our waitress.
Oh, Hunter, we've never told that story on the fucking lounge, dude.
Tell it.
Dog.
Oh, fucking
Bring
shit,
it. Come on.
dude.
I don't want to be mean, but like,
Don't hold back.
Oh my God. Oh,
all right,
shit,
if I asked you for a cup of water,
I gotta be like-
what would you do as a waitress at Waffle House? You'd probably go get,
I'd find the dirtiest cup possible, and then like with coffee stains on the side, and then I'd serve it to you.
all right, Aaron, we're kicking you out. Thanks for coming. Dude, so we were literally trying to like get our drinks and shit, and this girl, like, I don't know if she had like short-term memory or if she was just like really fucked up, but dude, it took us like 45 minutes just to get our order in. And then didn't she like spill something all over the place, Pedro? Like,
Oh my
drop
God, bro,
someone's-
that was the funniest fucking thing ever.
I don't know. It was a shit show. I haven't thought about that in a while, man.
Oh,
Like,
bro,
that's,
I have not either. Let me tell you, this lady either she is seriously a complete fucking idiot and the worst that society is serious, bro. It is one of two things. She's either the biggest moron ever, or she took like the highest dosed edible of any human ever fucking in existence before she came to work.
dude, I feel like she just gobbled down a handful of Percocet or something. It was like I have been in Waffle House at 4 a.m. passed out drunk in my fucking hash browns, and I could have done better than this girl. Like
Hunter's not lying. When we get there, everyone asked for, and mind you guys, it was Hunter's like what 2, 3. It was like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon because it was Saturday. After
Yeah, it was
Masters
midday,
shut
dude,
down.
like-
Yeah, it was like midday. So we were like the only people in there, right? So we go in there, we sit down, and she asks all of us what we want to drink and stuff, and we make our order, and then she asked all of us again what we want, and then she gave all of us the wrong fucking drinks. Every one of us.
Yeah, like we
It
all
was-
asked for every single one of us asked for water, and she was like,
And coffee.
Who got the water? Yeah, water and coffee.
Yeah.
She's
Nice.
like, who? And she'd stand there for like 30 seconds, just frozen, and then just hand it to the wrong person. Like, you can't hand it to the wrong person, but someone would be like, "Yeah, I did," and just fucking hand it to Gord. I think Gord ended up fucking with her and getting like 4 different drinks.
Yes, he did. He did. Oh, dude, because he caught on so quick, bro, and it was a fucking disaster. And so right after we make our order, the thing that helped take it so long was she spilled a bottle of Tabasco sauce.
That's it.
That's what it was, bro. All about okay, mind you, this was right in front of us, so like we're smelling the full effect of this, and yeah, like we're like, oh man, like that stinks, you know. I think I was maybe tearing up a little bit because it was a full bottle of Tabasco right in front of us, right? And dude,
Oh my God, you would have thought that
no, bro,
nuclear reactor was burning down.
She literally she called over a coworker and asked him what she should do, right? And literally I lean over to Gord. I was like, I don't know, maybe fucking clean it up. Bro, she had to go get the manager. She had to go get the manager to tell her what to do to clean up this bottle of Tabasco. And he had to give both of these people explicit directions of you need to use this mop, this squeegee, this thing. And I was like, holy fuck, if this is the future of humanity, we are so screwed. We're done for. Just end it now. And it took them, Hunter, it probably took them 10 minutes to clean up this bottle of Tabasco sauce because they couldn't deal with the smell that kept right away. Mind you, it's right in front of us and we're not complaining about it. Oh, bro. And then when she brought us our food, she literally asked, I think it was Gord, bro, because I think Gord and I both ordered the biscuits and gravy. And she said, who ordered the biscuits and gravy? And Gord was like, well, we both did, but what else comes with it? And so she just said it like right between the both of us, like, here, you two motherfuckers fight over it. And then when she gave everyone the wrong food, bro, literally asked who ordered what, and people say I did, and she just put it in front of
Damn.
Oh my God.
Jeez,
oh, bro, I totally.
But that's why we love Waffle House, though. That's why we love Waffle House.
Waffle House is like a staple. Like, yeah, I'm the same way as like there were like 18 Waffle Houses within 10 miles of where I grew up, right? And all of them had one old lady though that sounded like, if you've ever watched like SpongeBob, like OG SpongeBob, that like old shriveled up fish that's like chocolate, you know, clearly like the lady that's over smoked her entire life, but she's like surprisingly, you know, like scrappy. And I'm like, that's the lady that like is 90% of our Waffle House where I'm at.
Yeah, if my cook's not sitting out on the freaking on the sidewalk smoking a cigarette when I pull up, I don't want to eat it.
Right. Honestly, you know, Waffle House cooks, they're the types. I'm like, you know, if the world ended today, you know, I'm on your team. You know,
hell yeah, that's a part of the application.
Is they make their food, it's good, you know what you get every single time. It's a little crazy every time you walk in the door, and that's why I go to Waffle House. And I totally expect to have a dirty coffee cup, by the way. Like, I don't go there for fine dining. I go there for delicious breakfast food.
Absolutely. About to hand you a fork, looks at it, little smudge on it, wipes it off on the apron.
You're like,
there you go.
You're like, all right, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it adds to the flavor. Aaron, where you at, brother?
Oh, I'm in the car, dude. I'm coming back from Pack Expo in Chicago, and I got about 20 miles left until I get to my side of the river. So, yeah, it's I spent the conference, or went to like F4SS. It's called like Foundation of Supply Chain Solutions, and it's just like this association within, like they coincide with like Pack Expo because a lot of their worked out, spent a couple days up there, and now I'm just driving home. Yeah, and so I'm somewhere in Indiana. These Flatlanders, man. My brother-in-law's from Indiana. All
sounds like he's driving through Indiana. Yeah, dude. Last time I was driving up from here to Chicago, dude, and like ate a little edible because you know they sell that shit in Illinois. But dude, like somewhere along the way in Indiana, man, like playing some Pink Floyd and just looking out and just seeing the field of all the windmills and shit, dude. The red lights trip me out. But I don't know what goes on out there.
It's like, I was like, this is like, yeah, it's like no man's. I'm like, every time I drive through here, and like the one rest stop that I used to know was there is like closed now. So like trucks and all that stuff, they got to go drive down to the exits even further. I'm like, what goes on out here? Like, what do you do?
Exactly. That
But
was like when I was in
guys,
the truck with TJ,
yeah.
man. Like we were out in freaking New Mexico or Arizona somewhere, but just like a weird desert town. You know, they have like a bunch of like concrete teepees and statues of dinosaurs for some reason, and there's just like one truck stop, nothing else. And I'm like, what? Like, is this the entire town like running this truck stop? Like, I don't know what goes on out there, but
Yeah.
who keeps an eye on those people? Like,
Right. Like, I mean, it's just like, I see why people like it out here, though. Like, I need some hills. Like, I grew up in the hills. You know what I'm saying? It's too flat for me. But, like, I see why people like it out here. But, yeah, you know, that's the one thing. Like, dude, flights from CVG, like Cincinnati to Chicago, are stupid expensive. So it's like I just drive every time I come into town for, like, a trade show up here.
it's not a bad drive. You've been on the road for freaking seems like ever, man. Every time I see you, you're out at a freaking festival.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my clients. I have a, you know, obviously, like I've talked to you guys about this. I have an agency, but I'm head of sales with a company called Arvis. They're in Vision AI, and so I'm building out their sales team, helping them with revenue growth, stuff like that. So we've been in like growth mode, and a lot of our existing clients, but a lot of people that, you know, obviously we're wanting to meet, we have found, you know, attend these small associations and stuff. So yeah, just been on the road with them, building and, you know, trying to grow business. But yeah, it's really cool because I don't know, I got, you know, it's traveling a lot, but I'm starting to see like a lot of like, I got my start as an HR person in a cold storage warehouse over a decade ago, and now I'm playing on the tech side of things. So it's cool to start seeing like realistically how, like, with all this tech and all this stuff coming in, is how can we make like AI as much, I'm almost tired of like saying AI, even though like I work for a Vision AI company, because it's become such a buzzword. It's like, hey, look for practical solutions, you know. And so just being able to find those, it's a lot of travel, but it's been fun. But yeah, I'm tired. Sorry, that was a word salad.
All good, man. We're just chilling out here. But yeah, that was like that Nathan's thing, the supply chain social club. Dude, a lot of cool, like I'm usually not a big tech guy, but talking to Glenn and then talking to you, obviously. But yeah, it is interesting how like AI is playing a pretty vital role in warehouse management, you know, because we were digging in a little bit earlier. Like warehousing is not as simple as it's shaken out to be, you know. Like I always just thought it was, you know, fucking store some shit and, you know, have it delivered.
There's a whole science to it, you know, and it's, I don't know, it's cool. I don't know, you're fixing problems, right? So it's like that these associations stuff, or even those hangouts, honestly, dude, like I would love to see more, like, you know, you've got freight folks, you've got like FreightX, you've got warehousing folks, and it's like still siloed. Is like seeing more people like you, like that are hybrids or also on the freight side of things, is I think it's really cool. And I think a lot of these like associations, but these hangouts, like these virtual stuff, I think it's a really great way to honestly find the technologies, like, and cut through the bullshit quicker and find those technologies that can actually, it's like, oh, hey, this company's working in warehousing, but maybe it could apply to your, you know, your 16 truck fleet, or maybe it could apply to your, you know, 3PL operation in X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we just got to have more conversations and more avenues to have those conversations. So and it was cool. Just like, I don't know, the more people you get to meet, the more people it turns into hanging out, kind of like right now, versus like talking, you know, you're just shooting the breeze. You're not actually like pitch slapping the hell out of people.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that, man. Like that was like at BCS, like that was my first, you know. I mean, I guess you know I've gone to National Transportation Club's events and everything, but you know it's like a little smaller, and I usually just end up hanging out with John Brewer and doing the damn thing. But like, yeah, like you're saying, man, it's not. There's no pitch slapping, like, you know, popping a little space and, you know, you're just chit chatting it up, and it's like, well, what do you do? And then people explain it, and it's like, oh man, that's pretty fucking interesting, you know? Like it's
Right.
You're not selling, you know, like.
Well, and
it's-
that's like the whole relationship. Same thing goes like regardless of like what part of the supply chain you're in, whether you're a broker, carrier, warehouse operator, is like, you know, there was all this push for like, oh, relationships and all this kind of like that BS that goes along with it. And it's like, well, actions speak louder than words, right? So it's like, you know, when I'm talking to people, like, well, and at these shows too, it's like you've got to start. And I actually literally last night had a conversation with somebody about this. I was like, if you want to really make an impact from a technological standpoint, and if AI and all these like, you know, technical sellers in particular, brokers, especially people in the sales and operations functions, you need to bridge gaps between white and blue collar, or else nothing will ever work efficiently. And I was like, you can be preaching all this cool techie stuff, but if you don't, that could like positively affect operators or positively affect drivers or carriers. But if you're not actually making it practical and talking to these people, great, you created a shiny new toy and it has no practical value, you know, but there's still this like divide where it's like funny, like half the guys I grew up with, they're all tradies now, you know, like pipe fitters, plumbers, electricians, mechanics. Then the other half, or they're involved in the supply chain and warehouse and like, or truck drivers and stuff. The other half, they're all white collar guys. So it's like, all right, you know, enough of this and that. Let's just start talking shop and actually like making shit happen. You know, we've had so much, especially since 2020, you have all these like hypes and all these like buzzwords and shit. And it's like, all right, let's just, you know, cut through the shit, make shit happen, make life easier for everybody, you know?
Well, and I agree with you, Hunter, right? I mean, that show, like, and that's why I got hooked on it the very first one I went to, the BCS, because anybody, it doesn't matter who you are, anybody will go up to you and have a conversation. There's no egos, right? A lot of times you go to those. I mean, I remember even when I worked in corporate America, we'd go to some of those, and depending on your level of pay, the little guys, they wouldn't even come up and talk to you, and you worked within the same company with them, and you just don't have that there. I mean, it does not matter who you are, they're going to come have a conversation with you. There he goes. They go there, and where'd he go?
Indiana. But yeah, dude, I like and Trey broke it down pretty freaking spot on. You know, it's like these trade shows you're talking about, everybody has a booth, you know, so like I can walk up there and spark up a conversation, but you know, it's like both sides. Like if I'm walking up to you, I'm expecting, you know, you to pitch me about your company. Same with them. Like what else we're going to talk about? But you know, like that Wednesday night, man, that Wednesday night at Broker Carrier Summit, the speed dating, that's what I'm calling it. But dude, I was just walking around. Like if someone was standing there by themselves, you know, hands in pockets, like,
just start
what's
talking.
up, man? What's your name? What do you do? You know, and like,
yeah,
you know, meet some pretty freaking amazing people, man. And it's Jamie Anderson. Yeah, we'll bring Jamie on. But yeah, like I don't know. I appreciate that. You know, it's like maybe we can't work together directly. You know, it might not make sense, but like I might. Yeah, exactly. And like, dude, like it's already come to fruition. You know, I'm on LinkedIn. You know, I'll see some posts pop up, and it's like, hey, can someone help me out with, you know, some hot shots or something in Texas? And it's like, oh, I actually met a guy at BCS that has hot shots in Texas. Does exactly what you're doing. So you know, I'll tag them on there and hit them up directly, and it's just, you know, the wheel goes round and round, man. And I've actually had some people hit me up and hook me up with some connections, and I don't know, man. Like I love, like let me back up. I understand now why people pay to go to these things. You know, like originally I'd be like, you know, $800, you know, upwards of $3,000. Like, why in the hell would I pay to go to one of these events? But, you know, it makes sense. Like you're in there, you're in person, talking to these people, shaking hands, like, you know, just generating some ideas. And I'll preach to it all day long.
Dude, I move about $3,000 to $4,000 a week pretty consistently every week with a guy that I met in Tampa. And if I didn't meet that guy in Tampa, if I didn't go to Tampa and I didn't start going, it was my first summit. If I didn't go to that summit, I would have never met him. Yeah. Would my business still be successful? Yeah. But I wouldn't. I mean, I love the lane. Great customer. Broker's awesome. But, you know, it's the relationships you make are, you know, so it may not be every one of them, right? You may not
Yeah.
Like you said, it might be somebody you meet that you can help out somebody else, right? But I mean, just meeting Jeff, meeting Dale. I mean, what Dale has done for my business with Freight Validate has been huge. To be able, I mean, the time that I save, vetting through people through his platform is huge.
Yeah, and just the growth that he's had in the past year. I mean, I can't speak for him, the credit in that to anything, but him hooking up with my carrier portal now, and then now they're getting in with Macro Point. It's just like, what he's been saying is now coming to fruition. It's like not everybody's out here talking about solutions. It's people talking about solutions, but they're joining forces and they're making shit happen. Like the fact that Dale got freaking Ken Riddle, to show up, like the FMCSA to show up to the Broker Carrier Summit, like
and the other ones that were with him, right? The other crew that he had with him. That I mean, there was what, 4 people there from the FMCSA that were there. I mean, that was huge.
Yeah, and that was one of the things he said, man. He's like, I'd never thought that this would be something that we do, but that's what people want. Like everybody hears about Pedro. I'm sending one right now. Everybody hears, or they'll see like articles about what the FMCSA is doing, or it's all secondhand news. But the fact that they are there in person, answering questions directly, like, dude, Ken hopped off our show. There was a gentleman standing right across the table during the podcast, and he went over there and chatted it up with him for an hour straight. Like, that's fucking respectable. I'd love to get him on the show, Pedro. I know we had him on the show for BCS, but like
I would like to as well, man. I don't the BCS thing, dude. It was awesome, but yeah, we weren't able to have the focus that I would have liked to have had.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I would like to bring him back on and go over the things that he talked about, the Broker Carrier Summit, and some other things as well. I agree. So I think we reach out to Dale and see if Dale can help us out with that. I would love to do that and to do like a proper show. Even bring Dale on. Schedule it to where
we can obviously bring on like the same people.
Dude, yes, dude, that would be great. Here we could do it. Me, you, Dale, Danielle, and Ken. We could do on here. It would be great. We wouldn't have to worry about the visuals and stuff and people fitting in the screen and all that stuff. That's fucking killer idea, bro. I love that.
But that was also our first time like doing a live show with other people's equipment.
It was weird. I mean, it was great. Like, it was great. I mean, it was just like it was different. It was different.
Yeah, that one was a little bit different. That one was a little bit different in itself. Just with the breakouts and stuff like that. So, you were doing your piece over there using other equipment, but the show itself had a little bit different structure to it, which I get it, right? I mean, I think it's awesome that they change it up every year and every summit to really to see what works and what doesn't work. So, but it was a little bit different than the other two. They changed it up a little bit.
No, they did, and also the fucking internet in there sucked. Like, you really did. Like Nate, or I say Nate, Hunter was hooked up to the Wi-Fi and it crapped out, and then he had to hook up to his phone as a hotspot, and everyone else there had to do the same thing, had to hook up to hotspots and stuff like that.
I wouldn't use the internet there the entire time I was there. I was using my hotspot off my phone.
It was so bad. But hey, we all have to show love to Mr. Nate, because without never late Nate the Great, none of that shit would have happened, because he's the one that supplied every single bit of that stuff for everybody to be able to do all their content.
That's awesome.
But that's also one of the reasons I got this thing, though, bro. Like I have this, and my plan is to talk Hunter into getting one as well, because between the both of us, we can both run our mic and one other person's mic off this, and then all we have to do is get like a Stream Deck or whatever, and we can use that thing. So yeah, camera. I'm looking into a camera.
Buy the shit, man. It's a tax write-off. Just buy it.
No. Hunter and I do not come out of pocket for anything in the lounge. We never have. We never will.
From the business, it's a tax write-off.
No, I know. We just do baby steps, bro. You know what I mean? Like this isn't the top of the line stuff. the stuff that I actually wanted was a full inclusive package. It would be mics for me, Hunter, 2 guests, everything, but it was like $2,000. You know what I'm saying? And so like that's the goal. But you know, like I said, we make the lounge pay for itself, bro. We're bootstrapping this bitch.
There you go.
100% all day, every day.
Hey,
So,
Jamie, are you in here with us?
He is
You just spin him.
he's probably in the middle of nowhere, dude.
Let's see,
Man, I gotta call you one of these, Hunter. We gotta have a Drayage chat, man. I had some interesting stuff happen this week that just cracked me up. I think you have a field day with.
yeah, dude, I miss Drage so much. Might have to do a little side quest with you.
Good time, bro.
How's things going with the new digs, man?
It's good, man. We picked up our big first customer with it, and it's really cool. Yeah, we got a couple more prospect here that I think we're gonna be moving here. So we just hired another driver, because now doing that part, I got to get Clint out of the truck to be able to actually help with Cleves, so I can do the other part of it. So yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that is like, you got the cheat code.
Well, I didn't realize the combo together and how, because we were going after a lot just direct. I just didn't realize the combo together made such a huge difference.
Oh yeah,
So, I'm pumped.
I'm telling you, man, like it is a weird, I wouldn't say paradigm, but maybe that's not the right word. It is weird how a broker, if I approach the shipper as a broker with a carity, what the fucking damn, man, it's what 5 beers does to you, man. A broker with a carrier authority, all right, doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. But if I come to you as a carrier with a broker authority, whole fucking world of difference, dude. It changes everything. And it's so crazy, but it is that simple change of what goes first. I'm a broker who's attached to a carrier, or I'm a carrier who also has a broker authority.
Oh, dude, I ran into that like a month ago,
way,
dude.
bro.
I had a great account set up. Everything was good to go, dude. Talk to like the fucking CEO of the company. Like, hey, man, yeah, we're asset based, but we do have a brokerage and it's used for local, like Southern California pickups, just like random shit. We're a consolidator that we need it. And he was like, yeah, man, that makes sense. Everything's good to go. And then fucking sends me over to the compliance team and immediately, nope, can't work with you. Your MC number's associated with the brokerage. So what was all this for? Like,
I'm telling you, man. See, man, whatever. I don't want to say whatever. I'll talk to you after that. But dude, if I had assets right now, like to sell, like that was my primary thing, I was carrier, bro. I'd fucking slaughter it, bro. It is so easy selling trucks.
No, you think,
bro.
dude? You think, man?
Dude.
Brokerages are out there still undercutting, brother.
That may be true, but if you're a carrier with the brokerage, it's all about leveraging the value that
100%.
that brings. That's what it is,
100%.
man. It is all leveraging the value that both of them bring together. And again, I mean, people say wrong. Everyone's got their thing. This is not me saying I'm an expert or anything. It's just my opinion. But I really feel, man, if you can approach someone as a carrier with assets, says, hey, I can dedicate X amount of trucks to you. And again, I'm not saying it's a win-win every time. It's the same thing. It's still a sales thing. People are going to cut, but you can leverage that carrier stuff and show them I have X amount of trucks I can dedicate to you. And don't be a fucking idiot. Say, oh, I got 500 trucks. I can give you 400 of them. No, I got 500 trucks. I'm going to give you 20. We'll see how this works.
Yeah.
But if you need 50, I've got a brokerage and we can deal with that overflow freight of yours. And I can use that brokerage authority to leverage with my other carrier partners, and I can bring you good rates. I can bring you good value because I'm also leveraged with those carriers that I'm also a carrier, so I understand them, and then I bid this stuff as a carrier and whatever.
Well,
yeah, I wish
especially in the
I
drayage
had
world, right?
assets. I wish
Especially
I
in
had
the drayage
assets.
world, because there's such a short time frame when you got to get that stuff out of the port.
Yeah.
And they worry a lot of times about stuff going into merge and worrying about the care. So when they know you can, like you just said, dedicate X amount of trucks to them, like when they send, hey, here's the containers, and you're able to immediately be like, here's the schedule, right? Here's when they're coming, because you have that side of the business. So it's I didn't realize how big it was. I've talked to some people about it, thought about it for years, and I just didn't realize how big it was. But it's
It is.
Dude.
I'm telling you,
The
it
thing
is
I
a-
love, this is why I love drayage too, man. Drayage carriers want to drive. They fucking, dude, talk about get that list there. Finish up all the containers. They're like, where's the other ones at? Give me more.
Yeah.
Give me more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, just me, dude. And again, I think when it comes to leveraging that stuff, man, that brokers do it wrong, and I wouldn't say all, but I think some, a lot, a majority, however you want to say it. I don't know. I guess it depends, but I think that some of them leverage it wrong. And I think same thing with the carrier salespeople, man. People that are attached to some carriers and stuff. Yeah, man, they leverage the different parts of the business wrong, depending on the customer. And like I said, dude, I have so many times seen people say, "Oh man, if you're attached to a carrier, it's got 700 trucks. You call that shipper and say, I can put 700 trucks." No, because the fuck you can't, bro.
Dude, no, and
Your
drayage,
company's
man,
not
I
gonna let you
run
do
from
that.
cats that claim they have 500 trucks, 700 trucks.
Bro,
I want to work with the smaller
even
guys,
if you have
dude.
them, even if you have them, you can prove them, bro. Even Night. Let's use Night, Swift, CR. We can use any of the mega people you want. If I was a
actually use
salesperson,
Night for some of my drayage
I
work.
would not.
They're
I would
solid.
not. I would not be calling them and say, "Hey, I work for Night. I work for Night Transportation. We have X thousands amount of trucks that I can put on your freight." No. Hey, look, check this out. I work for Night Transportation. We're one of the biggest carriers in the country, right? I can put some trucks on your freight, but I need to know what you need from me. What is going on with your company? How much do you need? What type of volume do you need? Where your seasonalities at? What lanes are you running? Let's see if this works for me. But hey, maybe it doesn't work for my trucks, but also, which Night does, has it's Swift. They have their own brokerage. Hey, look, we got a brokerage, man. We could be able to leverage the owner operators at least onto us and stuff and all these other things, and might be able to also cover that stuff using the value that our name brings along with it. I just think people approach that stuff like in a weird in a weird way, bro. And because you come off too stupid when you say, "I've got 200 trucks, I can put 200 trucks on your stuff." Yeah, no, you can't, bro.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, but they do all the time, Hunter. They do. We hear about it all the time. I talk to Furniture Row. Furniture Row does a bid. They do a bid every year. Their stuff is contract stuff. But when I had a conversation with the guy, can't remember his name, I'd gladly say it here, but I don't really care. But anyway, when I had with the guy, he straight told me, said, "Hey man, like it's kind of hard to bid with us and get into this because we have all these mega carriers that pull our freight and they dedicate X amount of whatever trucks in their fleet." And or they have fleets this size and we have access to that. And I'm so thinking like, yeah, no, the fuck you don't. You do know that although CR England pulls off your yard or that CR England, somebody you do business with, you do know they're broker that shit, right? Because you do know they're an extremely large brokerage, don't you? Oh no, man. Because when they come in here, they say this here, the motherfucker, I could tell you I'm with anybody when I come to pick up your freight. What difference do you know? So, but it goes to the thing. They win it, dude. They're able to bid it at those competitive prices because they have the fleet size, and then they're able to use their brokerage and leverage that brokerage to sell that stuff off those carriers and say, "Hey, I got this dedicated freight with this major furniture manufacturer, man. This stuff runs year round, blah, 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 blah." Yeah. I wish I had assets, dude. I wish I had assets, bro. I would.
Well, and what's nice too is like I love selling the customer service aspect of it. And I've talked about this for years. I brought it up at the first summit I went to, right? Like I felt like in the broker world, nobody wanted to talk about customer service. It was all about, what's the cheapest you can run it, right? I mean, 90% of the emails I get is, quote your best rate, post your best. Nobody want to talk about customer service. And I think that's what I like about this piece is I can talk customer service now, right? I mean, we're not going to just sit there and talk about, and then I can back it up. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I enjoy about. Like I had a customer today, a broker customer, because I still work on the broker. I still work with brokers as well. But I had one call me today, and we've been around this lane for a year and a half, and it got a little bit messed up when the North Carolina floods came through up there because the warehouse that we were delivering to literally got destroyed. So we had to start shifting it into some other warehouses. So we were storing some containers for them until they figured it out. Anyway, so she called me and she said, hey, the customer now, or she emailed me, the customer now wants these containers delivered 1 to 2 days after it discharges. And I said, okay, I will 100% lock it in the schedule based on the day that you tell me. Because when you get, this, Hunter, right? When you get the Raycon a lot of times and the delivery orders on this, it'll say that it's coming. I like the perfect example, this one. It showed that the container was coming on the Raycon showed that the container was going to be here. They want me to pick it up on October 31st and deliver it on November 1st. The ship and the vessel didn't show up till November 4th. So I'm like, if I lock that in to deliver it, to pick it up on the 31st and deliver it on the 1st, my truck would have been sitting. I wouldn't have, nice cut, by the way. I just saw that. Nice cut. My truck would have been sitting that day. So I told the lady, I said, I cannot commit. I said, unless you want me to lock it in for that day. And then if the container's not here, you're going to have to pay for that day. And then I'll have to rebill you when I actually deliver it. Like, that's real world. Like, this is drayage. I can't commit to doing it the day that it shows up, because there's too many pieces to this puzzle. And
dude, that's why I love selling drayage too, man, because like my first customer ever, I'm sure you've heard this story, but like, dude, I bit off a little bit more than I could chew, and I fucking hated it at first, but like, dude, it taught me such a valuable lesson. Like, man, I have no problem calling up a drayage customer and breaking it down for them. Like, dude, I'll send them like, I'll go to marinetraffic.com, like, screenshot the vessel that the container's on, like, hey man, like, here's what's going on. A lot of congestion going on. Container's not going to be off. Like, because that's, dude, it's like, people think like customers don't understand trucking. Customers don't understand drayage. Like, talking containers to them, like, it's not just your normal, go pick up the load, go deliver the load. No.
Well, I'll be honest with you, right? I don't even know if the customer has changed their view on this. I honestly think it's the broker, right? I honestly think that, they got interrupted during the strike. They're trying to make up some ground. So the sooner that I can deliver it, the sooner they're going to get paid. So I really don't even think it's the customer that's changed. I mean, we've been doing it for a year and a half and the customer's never had an issue. I mean, the warehouse has stockpiles of the same stuff we're delivering. They're not waiting on the stuff we're delivering. They don't need it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and it goes back to just honesty with me. It's like, just be freaking honest. Like, if I can't do it, I'm going to tell you I can't do it. I'm not going to make up an excuse that my tire blew out and send you a picture of the same tire. Like Danielle was talking about the thing. I'm not going to send you the same tire that blew out 10 times and use that as an excuse. Like, I'm always honest, right? I mean, I've had to shift stuff before for customers where I've scheduled to deliver it on a Tuesday. And I've said, hey, last 3 days, Friday, can I move this to Wednesday? Because one of my export customers, their cut date just got moved up a day, and I want to help them out. I'm always honest, right? But it's just an interesting world, man. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm getting into a little bit of LTL stuff and stuff with this side of the business. It's different, man. It's different trying to find carriers or like return trips on stuff. It's like trying to help them out when I'm booking them a load, to also help them out with some kind of return trip. It's like, I'm used to everything being drayage, that my shit's round trip. The container's got to come back empty or full.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah. So you're getting LTL, like, so you're like not going through any of the major LTL carriers. You're like finding trucks to do just multi-pick and drops.
Well, so it's for a certain customer. It's one of my drayage customer that also needs to move some stuff. So on the other side of the business, so yeah, I'm literally found, but there's a certain piece of equipment. So they move granite. So they have to have the A-frames on their flatbeds. And so it's hard. I want to make sure that I can find them something, because if I have them with an A-frame, if they leave it at the other customer, then I have to, you know what I mean? Like, I need them to leave it on their truck. So I have to find them something to come back with granite. So it's a little challenging, but we're getting there.
So
that's exciting.
Hey Hunter, you want to hear some breaking news, dude? Besides-
The logistics lounge is way better than cents per mile.
Fuck yeah, because we make
That's
sense.
well known news.
That's why, because we fucking make sense.
All right, now I'm gonna have to sit up. I'm just sitting here relaxing, but we all know the truth here.
You motherfuckers can't drive in Texas. That's
We all know the truth
truth.
that you've been
That's
trying
the
to take
truth.
off your girl pants for the past hour. Okay, it's,
Your girl.
Well, hold on, that's Paul.
God damn.
you're wearing Paul's pants now.
No, that's Paul that does that.
You got to grease
I,
up.
I live
man.
in Tennessee, not Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh my god, this is so fucking.
I'll give you
funny.
that. I'll give you that.
It's so awesome.
But what's up,
Tennessee
y'all?
barbecue's-
What's up?
What's up, Chuck? How you doing, man?
Oh man, I love the internet.
Yeah,
Today's been a fun day on the internet.
It very much so has, bro. I mean, not fun for me because I didn't partake in any shenanigans, but it has been fun watching the internet today.
I'm that guy that'll like see the propane tank, and I won't kick it over and hit it with a flamethrower, but I will lay a match closer to it and just sit
within
back
the
and watch.
vicinity. Yes, yeah, within the vicinity. Like, hey, here's some fireworks. Let's just see
What y'all do
happens
with the
if-
lit match and the propane tank are up to you, but I'm just gonna sit back and watch and pop some popcorn.
Exactly.
Got
Oh,
a stick. Just do something. Just poking at him. Do something.
Yeah, if you stall out or anything, I might, push you in the right direction.
So, but back to breaking news, Hunter. Guess who's going to come on the show Friday after next, Hunter?
Pence per mile, of course. Good
You're
for
on all the
ratings.
time, bro. You're on all the time. You come on whenever you want. You know that.
Who's coming on the show?
Trailer Bar.
Who?
Trailer Bar. That's all I'm
Oh.
going to say. I'll let you think about it.
Yeah, Brandon. Hell yeah. dude.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, bro. Brandon. That dude. Oh, that's what I've been texting. Well, sorry. I know
That's
no one
tight.
else knows what we're talking about, bro. I can't wait to have him on the show, dude. That shit is gonna be so awesome.
And that'll line us up perfectly for our plans.
It Matt's. Oh, yeah.
You mean the trailer bar that was at Matt's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but
You
dude, not everyone still knows what that is. Like, we had no idea what that was until someone told us about it. So most people still don't know what it is. But yeah, Brandon Carpenter, he's a truck builder and is the owner of the trailer bar. Yeah. We've been talking to him forever, dude. He's like, oh, come on whenever. And we've scheduled like 3 times, but he obviously still drives and stuff. So it's just like Tony Justice. Like, Hunter talked to Tony last year, I think, and it took us quite a while to get him on because he's so busy.
Didn't it take after I had you guys on the show together?
Yeah, it clicked when we were on XM.
That was the final thing. Yeah, like him and Hunter have been talking forever, but yes, once he was,
I met him at Large Cars Guitars.
Yeah,
and he played with old Long Haul Paul in the bar car. But
That's right.
yeah, Tony's the man.
Dude, that's gonna be
Brandon's
so
the
awesome to
man.
have Brandon on the show, bro. That is gonna be amazing. Oh, dude, that's a beautiful dog, man.
No, Charlie.
All white.
What breed is it?
All white German Shepherd.
Ooh, that's nice, dude.
I have 3 German Shepherds, 1 all white and 2 traditional.
Oh man, that's a beautiful dog. Boy or girl?
Boy, he's only a year old.
Oh, he's beautiful, dude. Absolutely.
Man, he's a big guy.
Oh, absolutely beautiful, dude. Stop it, Charles. I keep trying to get a dog, but
You were from England. He said, "Who's the new guy? Is he from England?"
he is from England. He's from bloody old England. That's funny, bro, that he thinks you're from fucking England.
It's the newspaper boy hat.
Where's my sound? Where's my sound? Hope I find the right. Hope I clicked the right one. No, it's on it. That's the right one.
Steve, give that kid a raise.
Dude, that's right. Oh man, Asher, this is Mr. Charles Gracie. He goes by Dr. Philip Trucking. He is a recruiter by trade. That's what he does, but he also is a content creator like us. He has a couple of podcasts. He is also on Sirius XM. I don't know if your generation knows what satellite radio is, but he's also has a show on Sirius XM. Charles, this is our biggest little fan, Asher. Like, dude, seriously, this kid watches our show. Like, how horrible of a parent is Steve, right? You know what I mean?
I just Asher, how limited is your internet resources where this is what you have resorted to? Can your dad update your internet settings so you could venture out of Logistics
I got
Lounge?
him blocked on everything but the Logistics Lounge. The only thing
That's
you
it. Dude,
Have you not found Roblox yet?
Oh, bro, dude, this kid and his brother are fucking awesome. They really are our biggest little fans. Dude, we had no idea. Like, Steve came on and was like, dude, my kids watch your show on their own, because Steve would come on our show and they're like, man, why is our dad going doing this crazy show? And dude, him and his brother watch our show, man. Like, matter of fact, we did a show on Tow Truck Tuesday specifically for Steve's older son, Ethan, because he is in diesel mechanic school. And so we had a friend of ours come on that does diesel mechanic stuff, come on and talk about that stuff, man. So, dude, yeah, Steve's whole family is deeply, deeply entrenched in this whole logistics stuff, man.
Oh, I know the feeling, man. I grew up in it. My dad, hopefully Steve doesn't do that to you, Asher, but my dad used to make me spend every Saturday at work with him. You know what they say, misery loves company?
Now and then on Saturday.
Yeah, no, it was every Saturday. He kept saying, oh, if you're working, you can't get into trouble. But I kept reminding him I still found a way to get into trouble, and I had money to do so now.
That's a good point.
I just keep them busy with baseball and dirt bike riding, so they can't get in trouble.
Now, my kids, how old are you, Asher?
I'm 11.
All right, my son's 14. Coolest thing I ever did was having my son on the show at Matt's with you guys when you guys were there. He tried to steal my show.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious, bro. That shit was funny.
And then when you had my dad, my son, and myself all on one show because we all have the same name. So you want to talk about some confusing shit? Start saying Charles with all three of us being named Charles and see what happens.
Dr. Phil.
Well, nice to meet you, Asher. I'm sorry your internet settings have you restricted to only viewing the Logistics Lounge, but check out Cents Per Mile.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, Asher. He's just a hater. He loves us, but
it's
he
great
hates.
background noise for taking a nap. You know,
That's
just
it.
if you want to take a little nap, man.
Well, you notice I've gotten comfortable enough around you guys that now I'm laying in bed when I hop on the show. Just in case I fall asleep, it's a shorter trip.
But hey, Asher, as the saying goes, he hate us because he ain't us. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's all it needs to be. Hey, Asher. Hey, you ask him, have you sent me a t-shirt? Do you send me free swag? No, you don't, Mr. Charles Gracie. So be quiet and goodbye. I'm joking.
Hold on.
Hey,
do y'all have your own jerseys? Just saying.
no,
That's how you get swag.
We're cooler than that, bro. We don't need jerseys. We're so cool. We're so cool. We have the next generation pimping Logistics Lounge wear. Okay. And I bet you he just left right now because he is going to his closet and he is finding his Logistics Lounge shirt so he can come put that on and throw that in your face. That's right. He knows who loves
That
him, bro.
is funny. He actually is.
Exactly.
Represent, little man.
Exactly.
Logistics Lounge is indoctrinating kids now.
Hell yeah, we are, dude. Hey, I'm gonna, dude. Hey, so funny you say that, Steve. I'm gonna send you some pictures of some designs that Hunter and I've come up with that only Hunter and I have those shirts, and I'm gonna send them to Asher or send it to you, and you let Ethan and Asher pick out new shirts so we can send them some new stuff. Oh, and just so you know, I think your stuff shipped today. When we got the show, I'll send you the shipping information.
Okay.
Steve.
Oh, did you ever ship mine yet?
No, I need to send
Hopefully
you one.
You guys broker loads faster than the stuff people pay for an order.
You didn't pay for nothing.
I think your
I
check
did.
bounced. Your check bounced.
Yeah,
Sending bad checks. It's,
It was a debit card.
I don't remember you said whatever. I'll send you one. I don't remember that. Oh, maybe that was you. I'll have to check. Dude, we did get an order, Hunter. We did get an order through.
I know. Well, you were sending out some stuff. I don't know if we talked. We talked. It was after Broken Gary Summit.
Okay, Charles.
I said Charles put it in an order. I don't know if you put it in the order. I'm gonna go check it out right now though.
No, I did. Okay, Hunter, I missed that. My bad, Charles.
You know what, Charles? I'll throw in a sticker. I'll throw in a sticker on the house for you.
Yeah, we'll do it right now.
God.
We'll do it right now.
Look at this guy.
All right, professionals are in the house.
Yeah, dude, my bad. I saw that. Hunter, hey, you blended on Hunter because Hunter is in control of the Stripe orders.
No,
so that's fucking Hunter's fault.
Brother, you were already put in orders that day.
No, bro. You're not gonna push the shit off on me, Hunter. You're not gonna push it off me this time. I'm gonna push it off me this time. We'll get it out to you today. Hey, matter of fact,
I'm just saying.
right
Hopefully,
now.
you guys broker those loads faster than you ship my shit.
We
I don't know if you can read. You probably can't read.
Not a
But,
broker.
not a
Not
broker.
a broker. Yeah. Hunter, if you do Charles's, I'll send out Adam Spencer's. I need to send his out too. Charles saying that just reminded me that we owe Adam Spencer something too.
Speaking of what you're sending me, next time you do one of those cancer shows, man, I would love to get Rochelle to come on and tell her story. I mean, she's not in logistics. I mean, we joke around. She logistics her kids around, but yeah, she's really trying to make a move with just publicly telling her story and just getting it out there and just getting the word out about cancer. I mean, just so if you ever have a show where he's on it again or you're doing a cancer show, man, I'd love to have her on.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it big next year. And this isn't me throwing like shade at you or whatever. We had a whole thing planned, but Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton messed that all up because we weren't able to get IT Brian to update the website because he had to evacuate, come home, and then evacuate again. And so next year we got a whole thing lined up. Funny and ironically enough, we're trying to get Nick to be a keynote speaker at Broker Care Summit next October. I'm not going to say where it is because I'm not going to put out the info because I don't know if Dan wants me to. But next October there will be another Broker Carrier Summit, and Nick is already in talks with Trey and Dan and the board for him to be a speaker there. So yeah, next October we're going to really play it up. We're going to put those shirts back out. We're going to put a QR code on the back for Nick's fundraising stuff and do it huge. So it sucks. It'll be a while, but next October, Steve, as long as you remember, we would love to have her on and have her on with Nick. Like that would be an amazing conversation for, to watch those two people have that conversation.
I'm just saying that kid is awesome. Only on the logistics lounge will the kid cover his nose with a clothing pin.
It's because I farted in the room, so he had to plug his mouth.
Oh, Jesus God!
Like you never see that on cents per mile.
Because we're unfiltered, man. That's how
I know, dude. I'll tell you what, though. Today was one of the roughest shows we've done. I think in the history of the show, 5 seasons. You want to talk about a dumpster fire that's going to come out looking like gold when it's done.
Did y'all put it out yet?
No, Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday, motherfucker.
No, we record Wednesday, drop last week's episode this Wednesday, and then
okay.
We always have one in the hole.
We love one in the hole.
You can't find the hole.
Whoa. He's laughing. You don't even know what he's laughing at.
Yeah, no, he's laughing about. All right, moving on.
On another note, did you notice business changed today?
What do you mean, bro?
Like I talked to several people and it was nuts. Even my company itself, like it was like trucking had an injection of life. I'm hoping it holds
Bro,
true.
did you see the fucking rise in the stock market overnight?
No.
Holy shit. Dude.
I had one carrier call me like, I need 100 drivers a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just came out of what I need 100 drivers a month, and then people were using my Calendly link, and it just kept filling up today. At one point I was in 2 different meetings at the same time. I was in like a Google Meets on my phone, and then one on my computer trying to juggle.
Charles, it's funny you bring this up, and we're not going to get to politics here. We don't do that shit in the show, but it's so funny that, like, I love people in this industry that put out predictions, and I so loved it when I saw everyone putting out their predictions for this year. And mind you, I've only been in brokering a few years, but I've been in logistics quite some time, and I follow economics a little bit. I follow history, so I have a good understanding of the way things work in this country. And I say that to say this was an election year, and if you're in the know and you really pay attention to shit, you knew this was going to be a trash year regardless. It doesn't matter what was going on, because and I've said this many times on the show, or a lot of times on the show, man, election years, it is really hard because people are pulling back, consumers, manufacturers, everything, because no one knows what to expect. Like, are the new taxes and all these things going to align with my business and I'm going to be able to grow over the next several years, or is it going to be the opposite? I'm going to have to contract business and do all this other stuff. And I've been saying this for a while, that all we need to do, look at that, he's doing an impression of you, Steve. Damn, he looks just
He got tired of being called a kid, so he decided to put his adult face on.
I love your kid, but hey,
look at him breaking out the pea shooters.
Dude,
that kid's awesome.
I had said that as soon as we get past this election, no matter who wins, as soon as people know what they are to expect the next year, things are going to change very rapidly, because that is what counts. Because, man, when new administration come in, a new side, you're talking about new tax policies, new trade policies, new tariffs, all of these things, new people coming into positions of power and organizations, like the TSA, maybe DOT, FMCSA, all of these things. And so people who don't understand that shippers plan for this stuff, and I think we talked about this earlier, that don't plan for this stuff, you're an idiot and you don't know what you're talking about, because they do. They know. Companies that have been in business a long time understand that election years are hard years, man. They are very, very hard years, and you got to prepare for those things. So, yeah, man, I'm oh, sorry, I'm reading this text.
Yeah, did you get that shit?
I did, bro. Anyway, so yeah, dude, I saw a lot of people, man. Hey, just today, things seem to be a lot different, man. They really, really did.
Well, I'm just happy that I'm not going to get another like election text message.
Dude,
oh my gosh,
I got one when the polls were already closed. I'm like, didn't you get the memo? Ain't nobody in line no more. The votes have been casted. Quit texting me.
That shit was so annoying.
I was getting one last night that said, "Don't forget to mail in." Like, over and like talking about. Hey, put down the beer. I think you're drunk. You said something. I think it's stuck in your queue from like a few days ago.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think people are just relieved it's over. Like, I know it's not going to be this week, because this week they're going to be, riding all the coattails of the election. But I can't wait for the day next week where I can turn on TV and not see politics dominating the entire thing for every channel.
Yeah, even social media, man. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, finally logged on to X. Well, the morning was still pretty crazy, but like seeing trucks and normal content again, like everybody's just kind of past it. There's still people out there absolutely raising hell, but we're not politicians, man. We're not politicians. Like, I don't want to be a politician. I hate politics, but
yeah, no, I think if anything that comes out of it is that's going to go away. But until then, I am here for the funny memes that come along my screen. Like,
right.
I laughed several times, like when I saw Elon Musk walking out of the kitchen or out of the White House with the kitchen sink in his arms. I died on that one. That was funny. I saw one of Trump handing Harris McDonald's fries in the drive-thru. Like, the memes, I'm here for the laughing. I don't take that stuff personally. I'm not the one that lost, so I'm not sitting there taking it personally. I think it's funny. I think more people need to incorporate laughter into these things.
I agree.
It's healthy.
How long has that been gone?
I mean, it could be worse. I could have a job at DAT.
That's true. But you say that, but then you might get to work. You might talk to Dean every day. Dude, if I got to talk to Dean every day, my day would be pretty cool. That's one funny son of a gun right there, bro.
Oh yeah, no, they got good people. I don't know, man. You guys moving those loads look like you're having so much fun. I like to sit on the human resources side of things.
Oh, bro, it is amazing moving freight. The thing is just a struggle, man. With a
You
lot
move
of
freight, I move people.
the carrier. I would expand on that a little bit.
Yeah.
I just want to say, hey,
I'm a
one
recruiter.
of the people we support is Truckers Against Trafficking. I'm just saying, like, so,
I'm a recruiter.
dude, that's funny stuff.
No, man. It's very interesting to see how things will be shaking up. At the same time, I'm kind of scared.
I am too, bro.
I'm kind
no,
of scared.
I'm not scared.
Historically speaking, fourth quarter of an election year is terrible.
Oh yeah, man. But hey, look, check
And we
this
still
out,
got
man.
2 months that people need to somehow weather the storm.
We've dealt with this bullshit for 2 years at this point. Okay,
Cash reserves are
years. What I'm saying is 2 years we've been out of the vid. Okay, and we got 3 months left to the end of this year. All right, everyone knows who's going to be in office.
How many months are on your calendar?
Well, Steve, let it roll, man. Let it roll. This is going to age well.
Oh, sorry. Shut up. And you said third quarter. October popped in my head. We got 2 months left of the year, man. So we made it this long. I think that we can make it further. You know what I mean? So we're right there at the cusp, dude. I telling you, all I knew, or I feel all we need to do is get past this. Like, I mean, obviously
I will judge this year, the remainder of this year, if I get my boxing video of my hat being shipped.
Oh, all right. Hunter's doing it. Hunter's doing it right now.
He's like, here's your boxing video. Drop, ship, go.
Yeah, Hunter's doing it right now. I just yeah.
He screenshot. Order complete.
Order complete.
We're waiting for fulfillment. Okay. There's logistics behind the logistics.
Lounge.
Like hats just show up out of nowhere.
Look, we just got the email. We just got the email. We just got the email. It says checkout order. Your order number is Logistics Lounge rules since per mile rules. That is exactly what Hunter put as your shipping order. What's up, Ethan? How you doing?
Oh
dude?
shit, they're multiplying.
God damn. Oh shit, man. Ethan, how you doing, man? How's diesel school going, dude?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah.
We've just been doing some little minor jobs around the shop. Nothing crazy.
That's cool. I mean, hey, man, that hands-on stuff matters, though, dude.
Next
Yeah,
episode, child labor laws.
No, he's
Brought to
going
you
to
by the Logistics Lounge.
Hey, no, he's going to school. It's legal.
Tax
It's
write-off.
legal. Yeah, it's tax write-off. Tax write-off. There you go. It's legal as long as you're in school, dude. They could just call it a school project. You know what I mean?
Wait, so I can just open up a school for yard work and that shit will get done?
I know.
There you go. Landscaping 101.
Isn't that the truth, bro? Right? Isn't that the truth? Oh, it's freaking awesome, man.
To think I thought I had life figured out, and Steve's over there. He's writing the book.
All right, Ethan. How long have you been in diesel tech school as of now?
Probably like 3 months.
All right.
maybe.
Do you have
Own a friend. There's Steve.
Do you have a favorite diesel engine yet?
Ooh, well, my favorite diesel engine based on like looks and sounds, probably one of like those, like a Detroit diesel, like V12 or something.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I,
Hot take.
I thought he was going to say Packard.
No.
Oh, yeah. I think Steve would have to give his ass up for adoption if he said that. You know?
What, you need a kid? He cuts grass.
It's like, hold on, the internet's fading out over here.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta go.
Yeah, Steve's like, the only thing you're going to be packing is your bags, buddy. Get out. Oh, that's
It's
good
pretty
stuff,
cool.
man.
One of the motors they have out there is the exact motor we have in our Kenworths. the Cummings motor that we have in there. So I'm like, yeah, just learn how to fix all this shit because we might need you on the weekends.
Hey, Ethan, you make sure that you charge your fucking dad double. All right. Whatever it is.
No family discounts. No
family
discounts.
discounts, dude.
We made a deal that he would buy like a little trailer with like an air compressor and stuff, and I would just work on the stuff, and he'd buy the equipment for me.
Dude, that's a deal. But what you do is you get written into your employment agreement that you can use said trailer for side jobs under Ethan Diesel Tech LLC. And that's where the real money comes in, bro. You make your dad fund it all, and then you pocket all the cash. No, I'm joking.
I mean,
No,
or if we're gonna go down this path, you convince him that PACCAR engines are the best, and then you open up a mobile, truck right outside his facilities, and as soon as they leave and they break down, there you are, conveniently placed. Kind of like those tow truck companies and roadside service right outside the scale houses.
Dude, but hey, you got to think, man. Hey, that would be a crazy business model, though, Ethan, man. Like, you go to school, you do that stuff, and your dad buys you a trailer to work on your stuff, man. And I know your dad parks at a truck parking place where there's other carriers at, dude. And then you approach that property manager, said, hey, I'm a diesel tech. I run my business. I'm on a trailer. Like, you see me working on my dad's stuff, blah, blah, blah. What if I was your go-to guy that you promoted to everyone that rents space from you? When they have a blown tire or they have this issue, you say, call Ethan the Diesel Tech at 1-800. Ethan the Diesel Tech is amazing. And yeah, I mean, seriously, dude.
We're going to see Ethan on CDL Life here in about 2 years out there pulling plugs and cutting lines.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
But when I was 15, I got this idea from a guy named Pedro.
Dude, and I'm not gonna ask.
The one that breaks.
Spoken like a true tow truck driver.
Hey,
dude. Honestly, yeah, no, Pedro. I think you're honest on that. If you could get like a used like a Mack truck, like the guys that go around and sell all the tools, you could have like a rolling toolbox, man. Just a shop.
No, I wouldn't even. I mean, that's a good idea, but I'm literally saying, like, we had someone else on our show that talked about this, man. Adrian talked about this, dude. The dude who like the guy had a plane land in their fucking property. Yeah, Adrian talked about this. This is one of the ways that he had got started, man. Like, he did this and had a friend that, like, he had a guy that bought a truck, and the dude came and said, hey, man, I want to be the mechanic for all of yours for this site and any other sites you have local. And they made a deal, and he did. And like, every time someone came in and they had an issue with a tire or whatever it is on the yard there, they called this one guy. And that one guy from this one spot at a truck parking place went from one truck to now he has, I'd have to go back and watch the show, but like a small fleet, like 3-4 trucks. And this is all they do is mobile diesel mechanic. Making bank. All brand new trucks, crazy wrapped. I'm telling you, I'm not saying it's easy, but dude, when you got a dad like you got, and you got connections like you have with us and Charles and stuff, man, like, dude, it's too easy for you to get into something like that, man. And you could be your own boss in your early 20s, dude.
Yeah, look at me. I'm the janitor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't want to be like that loser, bro. He does. He cleans high schools.
Hey, he's a sanitation engineer. Okay, don't
sanitation engineer. That's right. Sanitation engineer.
Hey,
that's right.
Dirty J and the boys have like a year and a half to start making profit, or else I sell the trailer to Ethan.
Dude, but see, there you go. There you go. I mean, to sell it to that, or he could be Dirty J and the boys' mechanic. So you could keep bringing on people, Steve, and then part of being a club is you have to use our club certified mechanic. There you go, club certified mechanic.
Yeah, you can or start a subscription service for mobile mechanics.
Yeah.
So subscribe.
Pay a monthly subscription, and that way they get it cheaper.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going to be subscription service based on that by that point anyway. I'm going to have to pay a subscription just to use my bathroom.
And you know where else could be like a crazy revenue stream, bro? As we were talking about like pre-trips and all that shit on this show. What if like Ethan took his knowledge and taught Asher a bunch of stuff too. Steve, you taught Asher stuff, and they went and did like pre-trips and shit for everyone that parks where you park at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They like, it's supposed to endless.
Dude, it's endless. That's what I was telling him. Like learn this trade, man. There's endless stuff you can do. And Asher wants to be a welder, so when I break shit, he can fix it for me.
Look at that. You're just
you're
raising your own
never-
mechanic shop.
Never going to be without work.
Raising
I
my own
see
little
you,
army.
Steve. I see you.
Dude, this is what
how
Steve
much
was doing.
how many months do you need my son?
It's not
'Cause
no
right
right,
now
Steve.
he's really good at Roblox or Fortnite, but he says he wants to be me and like be the boss. I told him there's layers to this shit.
Steve is like, I'm seeing problems in my business and I'm training my kids to fix them.
Exactly. First thing I ran into was having an issue finding a mobile mechanic. Check.
Son, dad needs you.
Oh man, that's good, dude. That's good.
He
But they
said-
make good money,
First
man. Like
conversation we had. He said, "I want to run Cleve's Logistics when I get older." Perfect. You got to learn how to fix them. You know how you learn to fix them? You got to go to training school to be a diesel mechanic.
See,
But
you're
dude,
showing him the layers. My kid thinks he's going to skip everything and just be the boss one day, and I'm like, no, there's layers to this. Like, you got to work your way up. You got to understand the business. I didn't come out the womb the president of the hot seat.
The cool part about the program is in sophomore and junior year, they teach him. You know, it does his senior year. They actually put him through CDL school.
That's
No way.
Yeah, yeah. His senior year. he
that's
can
the
actually-
golden ticket.
They he'll be insured by the school if he wants to go out and do an internship or do anything. They fully insure him to literally go work. So he could go work at a dealership. He could go work at a mechanic shop. He already comes with insurance. The school provides the insurance for him in senior year. Plus, they put him through CDL school. So I'll have a CDL driver, mechanic.
Damn.
That's sweet.
I'm gonna fix them.
I don't know. Based on what I've seen out there, I think you got to fix them before you drive them, so you have a whole new respect for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Like
saving a lot of
I've
heartache.
seen guys down trucks for road service over a headlight bulb. Blows my
Bro,
mind.
we literally were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Charles. You didn't see-
Blows
you
my
didn't
mind. I used
see-
to travel with a toolbox and a fuse and a light bulb for anything that I had on my tractor or trailer. I would not leave home without that toolbox. And I'd have bosses get in the truck and be like, why do you need that? I'm like, in case I break down, I'm not going to wait for 3 hours for road service to change a light bulb or a fuse.
I was
Oh,
the
yeah.
same way, dude. The drivers don't do this. I had a tool set. I had extra everything that I felt comfortable dealing with. I mean, of course, fuses, because you have to have that per FMCSA, you know what I mean? But dude, extra fuses. I used to extra bulbs for everything.
I had
Dude,
hoses,
dude,
clamps,
Yes,
everything.
hoses, airlines, pigtails, everything, dude.
I think the sketchiest thing I had to do was on the side of the interstate in Chicago in the slush. I changed
Yeah.
out a coolant hose and I was on the side of the interstate. And I'm like,
Bro, I
this is not comfy.
never did that, but I was all about having that extra stuff, man. And I mean, even tires, like I've said this before, man. Like when I worked for carriers that add tire hangers underneath trailers, dude, I would stop by the shop and say, hey, can you throw a spare tire underneath this shit? You know what I mean? Because, you know, dude, it may be just a tire, but instead of waiting for roadside to bring me one, I could possibly limp that shit in, have a tire already that my company's already paid for, save the money on the roadside and the price of the tire, and all they're dealing with is mounting that thing. You know what I mean? Dude, even a patch kit, dude, I don't know why truckers don't have plug kits. You know they do work for truck tires, right? Like you can buy them for truck tires, a plug kit. It's the most amazing thing in the world. It takes 2 seconds, literally a monkey to do this. I don't understand the things that drivers don't have out there, man. Even a simple hammer, bro. Do you know how useful a hammer comes in while you're out there?
They
on the
have it,
road?
but they don't call it a hammer. It's a tire thumper.
No, bro. No, dude, even a hammer. Like, hey, you're going to slide your tandems, man, and you know, you get a trailer that you know someone has put too much pressure on it, or you can't get the pressure off of it, and those pins won't release. Bam. Tap that son of a gun with the hammer, bro. release those pins. You're in the freezing cold, man, and you're one of those drivers that didn't get a good trainer, and you set your brakes, your trailer brakes below freezing temperatures, and you wake up in the morning and your trailer brakes are frozen. Hey,
You
man,
ever
you
see
could go out
that?
there with
You ever see that
with a
tool?
hammer. There you go.
You
Shit,
ever,
we
I
changed
forgot
the,
the name of it. Steve, you probably seen it. The tool that you used to has a bar and a ball at the end, and you hook it up by your tandem. So if you're trying to adjust them by yourself and they're stuck, you set it up and it's got tension on it. And as soon as you pop it while you're in the driver's seat, it'll extend out and hold your tandem bar out for you.
Yeah, I've seen them.
I forgot the name of them. I had one. It was the coolest gift someone had got me when I was driving. But that thing, a godsend when you're on the road and you're by yourself in the winter in Chicago and all that salt cakes on and you can't slide your tandems.
Oh no, I never. I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
No, I was saying when you were talking about just, fixing stuff and repairing stuff on your own, we changed out a knock sensor in a dirt parking lot across my Kenworth dealership just because I didn't want the thing to derate and I wasn't sure how long it'd go before it did because it was on for a while. So I was like, ran over there, which I love Kenworth dealerships. Their service department or their parts department's open till like 10 p.m. Freaking awesome. You can swing into a Kenworth dealership and grab some stuff. But yeah, we just changed it in a dark parking lot just because, safer to do that than it was get stranded on the side of the road and then have to call, Petashore Towing to come get us.
I don't know.
For
there's so many things
$10,000.
drivers don't hang out there. Even airline repair kits, man, for like your trailer, fucking duct tape, zip ties, like the dumbest things that you would think.
Yeah.
Dude, I will tell you a story. When I had first started driving, when I was with Lisa Motor Lines, and me and my trainer were coming back, and we started losing air pressure. And we're like, man, what the hell's going on? Blah 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 blah. And we started seeing that like our trailer started losing air pressure more rapidly than our tractor was. And obviously like, okay, cool. Obviously, I have a leak somewhere from the back of the truck to the trailer, right? Pull over. We don't know how it happened, but the airline had got a hole in it on the trailer. And dude, we literally my trainer said, oh man, we'll fix this right now, bro. Like we're not gonna sit here. Literally put duct tape around that shit and limped it, I don't know, 10, 15, 20, 30 miles, whatever it was, to a truck stop and got that stuff fixed. Simple roll of duct tape kept us from sitting on the side of the road for gosh knows how many hours, and our company being billed for who knows how much money for them to do that, and it sucks. My trainer usually carried a repair kit, but he had used it on a thing a few weeks before I got with him and just hadn't got another one. But man, simple stuff. You ain't even got to be that mechanically inclined, man. It's just really about being prepared out there. You know what I mean? The simplest stuff can just a bottle of alcohol, dude. If you're driving and a bottle of alcohol is your trailer brakes freeze. I talked about the hammer, dude. Your trailer brakes freeze. Pull that glad hand off your trailer, dump some alcohol in that service line. Put that shit back on there and let that air circulate. It'll take a minute, man, but that alcohol will help free that stuff up, and then go back there and pour some of that alcohol on your brake system underneath the trailer, man. I literally had to pee on my brakes sitting at the TA in Commerce City, Colorado, to get myself out of there to go deliver to see where we deliver. We used to deliver beer there, and I can't remember the other place. I think it was mostly beer I used to take there. But seriously, man, the TA had no alcohol. I had ran out of alcohol and called a buddy of mine, Scott Robertson's like, dude, what do I do? Like, I'm stuck at the TA. My appointment's in an hour. Like, I'm trying to get this done. And he was like, do you have to pee? And he's like, yeah, actually I do. And he was like, bro, go crotch it underneath that trailer, man, and pee on those freaking brakes. And I was like, all right. And I did, man. And I mean, it helped. Like, that wasn't the problem solver, but it freed 2 brakes. And then I was lucky enough to the driver next to me, and he left and he gave me some, and I poured some of my stuff in the air circulator within the tractor, pushed the alcohol through the system and unfroze the rest of them. But still, even that, thinking outside the box, man, you know what I mean? Like,
you can learn so many tricks to the trade, and just, I think about back when we got our first truck, it was like, underneath our little storage department was all nice and neat and clean, and there was very little anything in there. You look at the stuff we carry with us now, we're like, we used that once and it came in handy. We're going to leave it in there. It's going to stay in there. What did you use it for? Pound on a tire, like you said, knock it out, whatever it is, either be alcohol or be a tool that's functional. It's best to have it with you because you never know where you're going to be when something happens.
Dude, I agree, man. And even if you're not mechanically inclined, you know, and YouTube University,
Go to YouTube University.
yeah, it isn't for everything, bro. But like when it comes to mechanical stuff, man, and like, yeah, use it, man. Like you're going to find some information on there to help you. And you know, the crappy thing is again, is that the industry now isn't what it was back in the day. And I wasn't in it long. I said, I mean, I started driving civilian wise, August 2008, I think is, or September 2008, when I started driving civilian wise. And so, I mean, you know, we were in the 21st century, but dude, even then, man, like it is still so different, man. I mean, I had so many great people that helped me out, man. Even as a new driver, bro, I was never ridiculed. I had one time, I remember I was backing in a truck stop, my trainer, someone started talking shit, and my trainer got in that CB and fucking let that dude have it. Like you act like you've never been out here your first week or 2 weeks before you get your fat ass out this truck and come help this guy back, you know, whatever. But it's not like that anymore, man. People don't think about things. They don't teach each other stuff. They just think it's get the truck, turn the key, and make it go down the road. That's it. They don't want to do any maintenance, any of this stuff, any pre-trips. I'm not paid for that. Boo-hoo, man. Cry me a river. Okay. Get out there, do the job, and get it done.
Yeah, there's also this part where you had a brotherhood back then. And now everybody thinks that everybody's their competition. So it's almost like, hey, if I don't teach him how to fix that, he might break down and then I can have more business, right? Whatever the case. There's not that brotherhood that used to be in in trucking like there used to be. But there still is a lot of good people. I mean, you find the old timers out there, stuff like that. I mean, there still is a lot of really good people in this industry that'll help you out.
There is, man, but I also think that, like, yeah, there's good people, but we need to get back to the way it was, like you were saying, and make it kind of a brotherhood, man. Like, I stopped driving in 2018, and I took a break from driving for about 3 years while I had tried pursuing the office side, you know, being with shippers and all that stuff. And just in that 3 years, bro, going back out there, people not using the CB, they don't use their light interceptors. They flash their brights at you to get over type shit. Like, what kind of idiot truck driver does that? Like, seriously? I mean, just on the CB, talking crap. Oh, this driver can't back. Well, why don't you get your butt out that truck and go out there and help that guy, because you were that person once too. And even still, even been out there 10 years, man, not every back is an easy back, man. You may have been into a 13-hour day and you're out of it. You need some help or whatever, you know, and fixing to. Matter of fact, we had this on our show, Indie Trucker, live on the show, helped a driver. Hunter, you may have to correct, but I think the dude had been driving like what, 7 weeks or something like that.
He talked to a dude that it was his first day driving.
First day, that's what, first day driving on his own, bro, without a trainer out there. Dude was trying to back, busy truck stop, and our friend Chris, live on the show, stopped what he's doing and helped this guy back the truck. And that dude was so appreciative, dude. And he was at a major truck stop, and he was the only one that took his time to help that driver get that thing in there, while everyone else was probably in the CB talking about, he's going to hit that guy. He's going to hit that guy. Well, instead of talking about him hitting that guy, how about you get out and make sure he does not hit that guy? And as we used to say in the military, do your fucking battle buddy a solid. You know what I mean? Like, I think if a lot of industries had more of the military mindset of the battle buddy and like, we're in this together, I think a lot of things could be different. I really do. I'm serious. That's why I think everyone should have to do a mandatory 2 years military service. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. I know. Hey, it's only us veterans that feel that way, Charles. You know what I'm saying? It's only us veterans that feel that way.
Yeah, well, not everyone can be part of that 1%. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the 1%.
I know, bro. I literally said that shit earlier, bro. Somebody you say that. I literally said that earlier. When you're part of the 1%, top 1%, and I don't mean money wise, of this country, then you can have something to say. I'm so glad you said that. Hey, we're gonna end this though, because we've been going 3 hours on a Truck the What Wednesday. Charles, you were the last one on the show, so we're going to start with you. Any exiting comments, questions, concerns, updates, plugs?
Yeah, everyone just needs to chill out, touch some grass, get off the internet, enjoy life. The world's not going to end. We're all going to be here, and you all got to show up to work with your colleagues, your friends, coworkers, all of those people. They're still going to be there. So put on a smile, move on.
Well said.
Oh,
Well
yeah,
said. We should just leave it at that.
Yeah, we could, but we have to hear from this next generation. Asher, any exiting comments, questions, concerns, updates, or plugs?
I don't think so now.
Wrong
Give it their
answer,
point.
Asher.
Follow
Wrong
Dirty
answer.
J and the
No,
boys.
no, wrong answer, Asher. You should say yes. Follow, like, and subscribe to the Logistics Lounge on all your social media platforms.
Nice.
Steve, what about you, bro?
Man, life is good, man. Life is good. And appreciate everything you guys do and everything you got, you connect people. And that's what I love about the show. Dr. Phil, it's always good to see you.
Friggin' A, man. I agree. Except for
that
the
guy.
part, except for the always good to see you. It's 50
No.
50. No,
You can see me every Wednesday at 11:30 on Freight Waves.
Such a dipshit. Mr. Not a Broker. What about you, man?
I'm right there with Charles. The world's not ending. Touch some grass. Just be
Go
nice,
Vols.
be kind. Go Vols. Go Vols. Who we play this
Whoop, whoop.
weekend? Georgia? I think we
Is
play
it Georgia
this
already?
week. No, that's next week. I
was about to say, I thought we still had-
They like Tennessee.
I'm not a Vols fan, but if you're talking about the Bulldogs, I hope you fucking annihilate those people.
After
We
the
do too.
Bulldog fan.
Yeah. Oh, are
I'm
you?
sorry. You were cool until this
Oh, we
moment.
play. We play Mississippi State this weekend.
Easy
So-
money.
I hope you annihilate the Bulldogs because they slaughtered the. I'm gonna say slaughter, but they took the Longhorns' perfect season from them a few weeks ago. So
Just
yeah,
a couple
hope that-
mediocre teams playing mediocre football. It is what it is, man.
The big
Watch
orange
out for
guy.
the
y'all
orange
say
crush,
that.
baby. Watch
Y'all
out for the
say-
orange crush.
Y'all say that, but like the most valuable sports franchises are like all Texas teams except for the New York Yankees and baseball.
Well, yeah, you guys.
Yeah, how
started
are
the
those
Power
Cowboys
Cup
doing
days.
this year,
Just
brother?
saying. Doesn't matter, bro. We're still worth $4 billion. How much are the Packers worth? Not $4 billion. Just
Got
saying.
more
Just
wins.
saying. Money talks. We got what? I don't think so.
How bad does that feel to be the most valuable team, but like one of the worst teams in the league, dude?
I don't know. I
It's-
don't care. I agree with you, but hey, you're in Nashville.
Can't we
I
all
also-
just get along?
I also like the Titans.
Not when it comes to football, no. That's
And the Titans suck too. This
Not
year,
allowed.
so I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I just, you got to stick with your team. All right, hey, we appreciate everyone hanging out, dude. This 100, we may have to switch up Freestyle Fridays, like you said, hey, because these Truck the What Wednesdays just seem to hit so
Hey,
hard.
people got time, man. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
going out on Fridays.
Yeah,
Or ain't nobody
Fridays
going
I'm
out on
doing family
Wednesdays.
dinner night.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Fridays
these
are booked up.
Yeah, man, I like these Truck the What Wednesdays, man. This is off the chain, dude.
And then we'll
Hey,
switch it back at the new year because nobody's got anything going on.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. I love it, dude. Hey, we're gonna chop off this piece, but before we do, we're gonna throw some love to our amazing sponsor, Freight Ninja. Hey, whether you're one truck, two truck, or a fleet, you can get with Freight Ninja and get that truck parking, man. Get your cargo, your assets safe, secure, 24-hour surveillance, perimeter fencing. They own the properties. They are bringing true truck parking to all the masses out there. Hit them up. You can dial the number that's going to be scrolling across your screen. Time now. Make sure you use that code Lounge Ninja. Get yourself some special rates there. What the? Are you touching it?
No.
All right, I'm gonna touch it, but I'm gonna be gentle.
breaking it down in the background.
Dude, hey, because we make the sickest commercials in the lounge, bro. We get them beats that, you know what I mean? Just
Canva discount coming through on the bottom.
Nah, but Canva nothing, bro. We don't use no Canva. We don't use Canva in this bitch. Hashtag Adobe. No, I'm playing. We don't use Canva. We tried. It sucks, dude. It is not up to par with what we're trying to do. We tried using them before. Freight Ninja is amazing, man. Y'all have no idea what to expect at Matt's, do they, Hunter? They just have no clue. Amazing things. Amazing. That's right.
No.
That's right. 1,000 times no. Y'all have no idea about Freight Ninja. Mr. Hound, what do you have coming up Friday? We have a Steve. I think this guest has something to do with you.
Well, Charlie from Upwell about to talk about some AR technology, little AI action. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Steve, if you're not doing anything Friday, bro, you should come. Stop, Charles.
Who's playing that?
Charles, stop, man. Love you, man. Dude, that you suck. That's so much. Me and Charles, we're gonna go on a sound effect crusade over here. All right. Hey, yeah. Hey, Steve, you're not doing anything, man. Friday, you should come chill out with us, bro. We're gonna have like Hunter said, we're gonna have Charlie in here, man, and just hang out and chill and talk about some stuff, dude.
Sounds good.
It's gonna be a fun time. Everyone have a great rest of your hump day. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us for this almost 3 hours. Was a fun time. And hey, the world is changing. Changes every day. It changed today. It's going to change tomorrow. But you know what? Things are looking bigger, better, and brighter for our industry. And that really is what matters. Hopefully rates are going to go back up. Consumer spending is going to be happier. We are going to crush it. Logistics is coming back. We are finally going to bounce back from the hard times that we've been dealing with since COVID. And I'm just excited. So we're going to leave you all on that. Hope everyone else is excited. Hope this was a great break from the bullshit monotony of all the political stuff that y'all had to watch today. And we will see everyone Friday, 4 o'clock, 4-ish, 4:05, 4:10, 4:15. Fuck, it'd be 4:30. Who knows? We have no idea. That's why we say ish. As I always say, chunk the deuces, everybody. Mr. Hound, roll that beautiful bean footage. Steve, stick with us.